Oh my god, we're back. Oh my god, it's been like almost a month because I've had nothing but problems with the simulator. And it took quite a while to figure out what was going on, but welcome back everybody. Eric Flight is back and hopefully gonna work out tonight. There's only one issue that might happen, and that's the Google Maps enhancement. It mostly works, but once in a very great while, not multiple times like before, it will kick me off. And then I have a solution for it, but I'm going to try to leave cache on. It only does have caches on, and it might not happen at all. So I'm going to test that tonight while we fly out. But we're going to do a special Veterans Day style broadcast inspired by my father and his service in the U.S. Army. We're going to fly out in 3 legs. So this is the first leg tonight to Fort Sill, Oklahoma, where he was actually stationed for a little bit, and then he went over to Korea after, I believe. Or he might have ended up in Fort Sill after being out in Korea. I can't remember. His release papers, honorable discharge papers, had Fort Sill on there, so it might have been the last place he was after Korea. But we're going to go out there anyways, and that's the plan. So welcome along. We are simultaneously broadcasting on Twitch and YouTube again, because Twitch has updated the rules. However, the chat has to be at Twitch according to those rules. So that's just the way it is. At least that's what we're going to play. That's how we're going to play it tonight. So we also have a new logo. You might see it all the way on the lower left there. It's an alternative logo, if you will. I got rid of Fly Live because it was giving me nothing but problems, and I didn't feel like doing that again. But anyways, we're going to go flying out to Pennsylvania. So let's make that happen. We're taking 610 Echo Foxtrot tonight. And I'm getting back and used to everything that I used to do. So thank you for your patience. We got the tablet, it's all working. Yay! ADSB's working, everything's working. So I'm gonna hope that everything just continues to work. And we'll go from there. I might scream for my son to get me another soda. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna do this off mic. Proper refreshment is important. Alright, without further ado, let's get out the checklist for the SR22. Now, a lot of things went on today. I was going to stream a little earlier today, but I have a Veterans Day parade to perform in with my middle school, high school band tomorrow. And heck, darn it, if you will, one of my students was sick and left his instrument at the school, and the school's all locked up with alarms. And I only had one of his instrument at my house, and it was broken, so it took me about a good hour to clean it out, and I actually fixed it. So it's usable. The problem is that he doesn't have the music that he needs, and I have to print it out later. So, but I need some stress relief, so we're going to do this flight. Oh, it's just a lot of stress. All right, avionics power switch is off. Battery master 2 is on. That's this one, so leave that one on. Thank you, son. You're amazing. Say hi to the world. Hi, Zach, everybody. He's taller than me now, almost. All right. Battery master on. You should hear the avionics cooling fan. However, that doesn't work with this one. It's battery 1. We start hearing the fan. Hear that? All right. Flap position light is out. Battery master 1 on. Anyways, fuel quantity check. We made sure it's full. All right. Flaps 100%. Ooh. It's vibrating on my butt with the butt kicker as we speak. So very good. I'm going to turn these night lights off, which always default to night lights. I don't know why, but they do. Because we are flying day. Real world weather, but not real world time. Alright. Oil enunciator is on, because you see it's turning red, so that's good. According to this, at least. Lights, interior and exterior. Let's turn the nav strobe and landing. Take a look outside. This is the Digi Driver pre-alpha release Plymouth scenery. Can't get this anywhere except from Digi. He's doing a fantastic job. We are going to have a flying event for the Rich USA Flying Club here on November 19th. Sunday, November 19th, I think it is. I'm hosting it, and it's our 4th annual Plymouth Fly-In, so the scenery is going to be pretty good. But it looks pretty good. He's got a couple things he's trying his best. He's trying to get the terminal done right now, so that's this white building. He has the shape of it, but he's trying to texture it and everything and get it right. So he's working hard. I can't blame him. And if he doesn't get it for the Plymouth event, that's okay. I'll just use what I got. So no harm, no foul. The lights are working, by the way, so we're good there. All right, battery master 1 and 2 is off. And good there. Alternating static source is normal. Pull on. I'm going to turn that off. It is supposed to be on normal. So that switch is right. Okay. And circuit breakers are in. That's all these. Fire extinguisher charged and available. I don't know where that is in this. It might be underneath there, but we're just going to pretend we did it. Cap said you remove the pin, but it's already removed. So, all right, then we do the outside, which we're not going to do. We're just going to skip right to before starting engine. Pre-flight is completed. Emergency equipment on board. Passengers are briefed. Seats, seatbelts, and harnesses just as secured. Starting the engine. External power not needed. We're going to hold the brakes down, which I just did. Battery master switch is on. And strobe lights going on. I left them on, so we'll just turn off the nav and the landing. Mixture full rich. And power lever full forward. I'm going to prime, then boost. 1, 2, 3, and boost. We're on the left. I'm going to go down to a fourth here on the power lever. And we're about to clear prop. Clear prop. Clear prop. Purrs like a kitten. Alright, very good. Ignition's good. Power lever. We're going to go down to 1,000. It's about 5% or so. It's way down there. Let's put it that way. Alright. And oil pressure check. We're good. We're in the green. Alternating master switch is going on. Good. Avionics going on. Get this set up for direct to Kilo Uniform November Victor. God, I can't believe I wasn't able to stream all that time. It was infuriating. It would crash the desktop, and then it would just keep crashing every time you tried to load the simulator. And according to what I deduced from everything, it was a Realtek audio driver. I just uninstalled it, and I let Windows 11 install whatever it wanted to from my sound card. And I don't even really use that for streaming, except for the butt kicker. The butt kicker used Realtek output, so... We're going to travel at 4,500 tonight. I also have to connect to VAT Sim, so I'll be doing that right after I set this up. And I don't even know if we have any coverage. We're going to be flight following. We don't really need to. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, connecting the VAT Sim. We are 610 Echo Foxtrot. Got a new keyboard. I got one of those spiffy Apex Pros, you know, those expensive ones. But I didn't pay full price because I bought it used on eBay. I got it for $60. It's a pretty good keyboard. Took some getting used to. Boston approaches online. We're gonna file our flight plan. Here we go. Very good. All right. For taxiing, brakes check. Flaps are up to 0. Why is my keyboard not working? F5's not working. No. The F6 is. That's weird. Alright, we'll just go with it. At least we know what to do for flaps. Radio avionics. Alright. 13562 on COM 2. We'll get some weather. And 228 for VAT Sim.
Kilo Papa Yankee Mike automated weather observation 150. Kilo Papa Yankee Mike automated weather observation 1500 Zulu. Wind 234 at 4. Visibility
124.
Sky condition clear. Temperature tree seat 2.10 seat altimeter tree 007.
Alright, we're good on that. Nope.
Kilo Papa Yankee Mike automated weather
Alright,
observation
we're good.
1500
Over
Zulu.
to guard. And you know what that means. We haven't seen this in like a long time.
You're on guard with KGRD. Meow.
Very good. All right, we're good to go. We're going to taxi to the left here and go down the newest taxiway here in Plymouth, which you won't get in the default scenery. So that's why just having that, the Digi scenery here is worth it. So, all right, here we go. Just killed somebody. Whew. We're on VAT Sim right now, so we won't hear any traffic here. why the lines are all kind of blurry still, but we'll go with it. They're not here though, so who knows? Okay, we check it left and right here if we cross this way. Clear on the left. Clear on the right. Plymouth traffic. Cirrus 0 Echo Foxtrot. Crossing runway 1533 at Sierra, Plymouth. And I should get a radio check too. That's him in the comm. Cirrus 0 Echo Foxtrot radio check, please. If anyone can hear me, return my phone call. Oh boy. We have some leveling to do here, Lid Digi, because it does go downhill, which is fine, but it gets a little bumpy here, so maybe you can get it and exclude to flatten this or flatten. I just gotta make a video, but I was trying to get my sim up the whole time, so. Alright. Good. Sort of into the wind. See that bump right there? It's not like that in real life, so we have to flatten that out. Alright, very good. Before takeoff, checklist. What was that? I have no clue. Alright, caps handle, verify pin, remove seatbelt, shoulder harness, secured doors, latch, brakes held. Flight controls, free and correct, which they are. Trim set for takeoff, can't do that in this plane, but this is where you'd look. Says takeoff. This doesn't move at all, though. So I'm hoping with that, they're supposed to make a new update for the Cirrus from some company in a feature update, and I'm hoping that the trim thing works. Because it'd be nice to see where you are trimming. Autopilot disconnected, set flaps to 50%. Alright, so F5's not working, but we can still do the flaps down. Visually we check. And check. Very good. Alright, flight and engine instruments check. We're all in the green, we're doing well. HSI and altimeter check and set. We're looking good, we have 150. Fuel quantity confirmed. I'm going to stay on the left. And propeller check, we're going up to 2,000. In the real world, we'd feel a D10, but we're not going to do that in the sim. So here we go. Maybe a boop, you'd feel it, and that would be the pitch prop controlled with the throttle. It's all hooked together. Going to 1700. Alright, gonna check the alternator. Seems to be fine, so we're up to 28.2. Pitot heat going on. It was on now. It's not on now. Alright, avionics are on, nav lights are on, landing light is on. Okay, alternator 1 and 2, caution lights out, positive amps. I mean, it's staying up there, so that's kind of where we're going. So, alright, good. Magnetos, check left and right. We're going to go to right. Good, back to both. Can't go more than 150. I think it's 75 in between. So, left. Back to both. Very good. Alright, we're going to decrease down to 1,000 again. Transponder. Should have done this at the apron. That's okay. Alt squawk 1200. Now radio's set. We're set on the Unicom. We're good there. Alright, and we're on guard. And we're monitoring guard because we're in COM 2, right? Yep. Forget the markers. I don't need those. Alright, so we're going to rotate at 70, retract the flaps at 80, and climb at 101 on the takeoff. If there's a problem on the takeoff, roll chemical ensure otherwise, we'll abort takeoff and land directly on the head on the runway as long as there's enough available runway ahead of us. If we are under, say, 850 feet, this problem chemical emergency, otherwise we'll land directly having the 130-degree turns. Best glide speed in the Cirrus, it's been a while, is, let's go full gross, 88. Okay, for above 850 feet in this problem, mechanical emergency. Otherwise, we'll take a turn to the right because the wind is supposedly from the right, but the wind sucks aren't working right here on the scenery. I mean, it's showing it's from the right, but let me hear the radio again. How's that? Let's listen to the radio again.
Kilo Papa Yankee Mike automated weather observation 1500 Zulu. Wind 234 at 4.
Oh, it's right down the runway.
Visibility
Alright, so going left because it's a little bit to the left.
Clear.
Let downwind on the taxiway, the grass, the runway, the reservoir, plus best guide speed again 88. Rotate at 70. Track flaps at 80. Climb at 101. And we're good. All right, back to guard. And we haven't seen Allison in quite some time. So let's have her come up. Or maybe that wasn't it. Maybe it was departure. Let's try departure. It's been so long, I don't even remember my own commands.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Allison and I'm your chief flight attendant. On behalf of the Eric flight crew, welcome aboard. At this
Good.
time,
Clear.
make sure your
Clear.
seat backs and tray tables
Clear.
are in their full upright position, and that your
Call
seat
it.
belt is correctly
Plymouth traffic,
fastened.
Cirrus 0
We will
Echo
be
Foxtrot,
departing
departing runway
shortly.
24, departure to the west, Plymouth. Alright, here we go, everyone. Let's hope everything works. I've done many test flights off stream to try to make it to this point, so. You only crashed your desktop once, and that's when I flew near Montauk, and that was a, I guess, normal CTD for the simulator, so I don't know what that's all about, but. Alright, we good? We're good. Alright, we're in the middle. I'm gonna head up the indicator. Everything's on. Full throttle, and here we go. Does it look a little saturated? You know what it is? That brown is the AccuSeason. It gives the texture of the ground a little bit of a fallish texture. So that might be what you're thinking of, but the HDR graphics are hard to tone match on OBS as well. Check flaps. Go. Climb up 101 spot. Yeah, around 10 degrees. Gotta go to the power lines. Do the best I can, my friend, but I have not touched anything on the OBS, so I'm just gonna let it be. Again, I have HDR, but the tone matching doesn't really work at OBS level. Alright, see the power lines? That's where we have to go out to, because these wonderful people on the left do not like airplanes. They live in a mobile park, and you have to get to the power lines before you do anything. That's the noise ordinance. So, but now I can actually see the power lines, because I have this add-on that it's freeware. It adds on all the power lines that it can, based on satellite. So it's nice to see them for once. I don't know, man. The HDR graphics look great to me. I can kind of increase the brightness on the instruments, though. They're looking pretty good to me on the HDR monitor, to be honest with you. Did update the drivers and everything, so. Alright, we're going to clear on the left, clear on the right, and go into the right. I'm not going to fool around with it now, but I'll take that under advisement. So, all right, we're going to intercept our direct course. Put the autopilot on. Vertical speed here. Okay, when we get to 3,000, we'll start moving up to make sure for maximum power. I mean, it is shadowy in the cockpit, if that means anything. I just froze up there. Must be a big scenery. There you go. See, I think that looks pretty good going to my non-HDR screen. That's just me, though. I don't run reshade on this or anything, because that's just another thing I don't want to deal with. Downtown Plymouth over there. Thanksgiving coming up. Pilgrims lived. It was the oldest street in America. I don't know why this intercepts it so violently, if you will. So, guiding it to the left. Alright, you got the mixture maximum power percentage. Real tech drivers, though, I guess, don't download the newest ones because they interacted too much. And it should be about a 2-hour flight, a little over 2 hours tonight. God, I need it for my sanity, so. But let's look outside. This is what I'm talking about. So now, see how it's brown? It's not the most realistic, but it's a lot more realistic. I'm really liking the AccuSeason more than the Aviation Studios, which has been updated in like a year and a half. But The only problem is now with these towns, like this is my taunt and freeware scenery, that's still green. So we're just going to kind of go with it for now. But I can always take the tinge off if I wanted to. I think it looks pretty good. To be honest with you. I think it looks very realistic. The trees are very good. There are little issues with Google Map images still too. Do our best. It looks a little bright on this one, but this wiring sucks. Alright, we're gonna have fun either way. This has been a long time. You can see that we're lined up, and we'll be over the Providence class Charlie. Basically good to go the whole flight. So we're gonna go past the Hudson near Newburgh and York Stewart International. That's pretty cool. Alright, we're gonna lean the mixture out a little bit more because we're at cruise. 95 it is, and kick it back to 75% power. That's what they recommend for a good power percentage. If you want to go economy, you go to 65. We're burning about 17 an hour. Yeah, we're doing it. So that's Taunton Municipal. Just went there in real life. I want to say a week? No, 2 weeks ago. Hey, what's up? Unethical poll. Thank you for following me on Twitch. Appreciate it, sir.
Dangerous and irresponsible.
Three lawsuits.
But again, this is the only problems with AccuSeason is if you download the Google imagery that I can't remember who makes it. Enjoy It Flybakes, that's it. And yeah, sorry man. And you're on the block list. But thank you for following me on Twitch, I guess. Got some clouds, but should be pretty nice weather going out. Mark this vineyard out there. You can see a lot here though. Very good visibility. Some clouds, so keep an eye out. 147 knot ground speed. It could be better. See, the winds are, it's a headwind. That's why. Make sure I put the right filters on. See, I got like these filters. Does that make it look better? I think that looks too bright. See what I'm saying? So it's just the HDR graphics mixed with OBS. And they said they had tone matching, but they really don't, to be honest with you. So I'm just gonna go. It took me hours to get it even that close to what I do. So it's looking pretty good to me. So. Coming up on Providence, Rhode Island out there. We're passing where I live. This is the Fall River down there. And Dighton, where I live, is out here. I met up with my pilot friend, the one that went with me to Sullivan County today. We got to get him through the knowledge part. I'm going to get him to be a pilot so that we can fly more. Because I could use a pilot buddy to fly with me in real life that pays half. So he'll be helping me out, I'll be helping him out, and we can go some longer distances like we did to Sullivan County. So that I can actually afford things. Because the income for flying is down. So if you want to help me out with that, do what you can. Buy some products for Christmas at the Eric Flight Etsy store, which is soon going to be rebranded, by the way, to Eric Flight Aviation Designs. But we also just came out with a Cleared for Christmas Santa print, which is on a mug. You can get a wraparound mug. You can get it on a sweatshirt or a t-shirt for the holidays. It's a great shirt, I think. I sold 2 of those mugs today on Etsy. So check it out. Yeah, I already got him. I already blocked him. He's fine. So, there's Providence, Rhode Island out in the distance. Got a little bit of wind here, too. I did. I banned him. He's all set. He's banned. So, just saying. That's Dighton. Enjoy It Flight decided to do something Dighton for me because I gave a donation. So he did a bunch of scenery. But see, it takes some time to load, but he takes the Google stuff and he basically hard bakes it. But it looks green because that's the way it looks in Google. So it looks kind of terrible with the AccuSeason, but I didn't know that because I had it installed before AccuSeason. Anywho, this is my hometown now where I live on our left. Providence, Rhode Island out there. It's wonderful, wonderful to fly over in real life as well on the sim. So, but all right. The last time I streamed with problems, by the way, was October 22nd. Actually, I don't think I had problems on that one, but I had problems like all over the place before that. So, we're gonna try to get back to streaming here when I can, but I gotta pick up some other stuff on like the Eric DIY channel, Eric Flight YouTube channel. I gotta start getting some more things going on. I worked on Etsy the other day. I got another video for the Eric DIY channel coming out because I need to make more money for flying. Not that I don't have any money, but I need to keep that going. So, and I was trying to do a lesson the other day, but then the weather didn't cooperate. So I'm trying to get my instrument lessons going again. And I won't be flying any fun flights unless I want to fit them in here and there. So we'll see what happens. So I really wanted to get to Martha's Vineyard. I also have to worry about my medical coming up and all this and that. So I'm working on that as well as my biannual flight review, which is due in February. So there's a lot of things going on. I just re-upped my AOPA membership. I took a couple months off on that, seeing I was going to fly to save money for family expenses. Now we're on the up and up. Things are going well. So I did get the lawyer coverage in case some problems arise in the medical, which there shouldn't be. But probably going to go basic med. That's 98% where I'm going. So there shouldn't be any problems. Because again, I'm only flying for fun, so. But I wanted to retain the right to get my. Whoops, yeah, I did that. All right, so I'm gonna fix it now. You might have to go to the menu here. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna turn the cache off, basically, because that seems to be the problem. And I have to go and reload this. So I know it's a pain. This will be the last one of the night, though, everybody. I've been testing it out for the developer, and it works well for a while now. It doesn't kick me off every 5 minutes, but I'm not going to take that chance for the rest of the stream. So just let it catch up, and we'll be on our way. All right, man. You have a great morning, I guess. All right? And thank you for coming out, Pavlin. Thank you for hanging with me in my Discord channel, too. But this will work after this. It won't kick me off after I turn the cache off. So, it's really weird. It's something with the cache in the map enhancement scenery. While we're waiting, let's check out our flight. Shouldn't be that long though. You're right. Sure, looking at the weather. We're going to be going north of New York City there. We got all green everywhere, so it should be a good flight. Out to University Park here. And this is only leg one while we're out going on to Fort Sill. So we'll have a second leg probably tomorrow after I get done with my parade and stuff with my middle school, high school band. And then we'll go from there. I'm going to have to try to get in the school if possible and deactivate with my code the alarm to get in there, but it never happens, right? And the cops usually always have to come and make sure that's secure, so we'll see. I don't know, I'll be calling the cops before we try and say, hey, I'm the band director, I'm trying to get in the school for a student, and we'll go from there. So that way they know they don't have to rush over, but they still have to check it out, obviously, so. And I gotta figure out everything for tomorrow still. Just fix the snare drum, so that's good. Not that we need it, it's just a backup one. But come on, let's go. Load that scenery. After this, we'll have no problems, though. So. It's gotta move, though. It's gotta move. Come on. Oh, there we go. Alright, so it's just gonna load right from the server. And it might catch up a little bit here and there, see like that. But we'll be fine. And it'll just keep loading and we can move on our way. I'm not gonna do flight following, but what we'll do, I guess we can monitor approach on column 2. So, Boston Center is 134.7. Let's try monitoring column 2. I wonder if it does monitor on that sim. I don't know if it does. Oh, it does.
Thanks, have a good night. Delta 599, fly present
So we're
heading
still
back
gonna
to the
transmit
final,
on
descend to
the intercom.
maintain 3000.
But we can do that for some ambiance, if you will.
Affirmative.
What's up, Francesco O'Donnell? How's it going? I can read your chat, but when I chat back, it will be on Twitch due to the rules of Twitch and multi-streaming. So feel free to do that. I can still see what you
72
type,
heavy,
but I'll be
gate.
using voice to respond back to you.
Fuck.
It's good to be back
Okay,
multi-streaming.
72 heavy, roger. Cross runway 22 right at Foxtrot. Turn right on Bravo and contact ground point 9er.
I guess we can get flight following. We'll get flight following. All right, back to guard. Com 1, 134.7. And we'll get Boston Center on here. Do I have problems approach actually? No, Bradley approach. Okay. Boston Center, November 610, Echo Foxtrot. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be working. Uh-oh. Testing. The volume's working. How come the push to talk's not working? Well, that's weird. Alright, let me try resetting the push to talk button. There we go, it's working now. Boston Center, November 610, Echo Foxtrot.
Over 610 Echo Foxtrot, Boston Center.
Cirrus 0 Echo Foxtrot, currently flying over Providence, requesting flight following word direct to Kilo Uniform November Victor at 4,500 VFR.
November 610 Echo Foxtrot, say aircraft type.
Cirrus SR22.
Thank you. November 0 Echo Foxtrot, squawk 3476.
3476, 0 Echo Foxtrot.
Delta 599, turn left heading 290.
Yeah, it's just one of those rules of Twitch.
JetBlue 1152, flying 330, descend to maintain 3000.
Providence, TF Green out there in the distance. This is where I grew up in Rhode Island here. North of somewhere. Out here somewhere. In fact, we're right over here. My old neighborhood's over here.
American 1203, we're going to have to
Got some
log off
clouds.
here. We're having
Be
some
careful of
hydraulics
those.
issues.
Okay, sounds good. Have a good night.
Thanks.
Delta 208, Cleveland Center is closed. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved.
Over to Unicom, Delta 208, thanks, sir.
Delta 599, turn left heading 250, and accept the 22 left localizer.
Pretty good. Let's take a look outside, shall we? I'm still waiting for my...
November 610, Echo Foxtrot, radar contact 6 miles north of Providence, maintain VFR, the altimeter 3011.
3011 and maintain VFR, 0 Echo Foxtrot. Okay. Why is this not working? Because I pushed the course button. Actually, it's this one. Hold on. No, that's the course button. Where's the barometers on the outside? Getting used to things again. Haven't been able to stream in quite a while. With a bunch of problems.
Delta 599, 2 miles from Wayne, cross Wayne at 3000, clear ILS runway 22 left approach, maintain 170 knots or greater to Vocus.
TF Green, in the distance you see some FSLTL traffic there too, it's pretty cool.
Air Canada 836, the Moncton
check
Center
out
is
the
closed,
ADSB
radar
here.
service
Shows you
terminated, frequency change approved.
While landing into those green aircraft, kind of
Frequency change approved for
going
Canada
in,
836.
and you can look at flight aware. It's
Right.
either VATSIM traffic or it's FSLTL AI traffic. So, but it follows real world flights from flight aware. It's like that November 270 Whiskey November. If you just type it in the flight aware, it shows you that Southwest going to
JetBlue
Providence for 10
1152,
bucks.
fighting
Pretty cool that you can see all
2900
that.
and maintain
So, it does a pretty
210
good
knots or
job. That's
greater.
FSLTL. That's what you see coming in for a landing right there, a Southwest flight. Pretty cool, huh?
7085 Quebec, caution late turbulence to be following
Fred
an
O'Donnell,
A321 on
thanks
final.
for following me on Twitch, right? Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
Air Canada 365, descend and maintain level
This is leg
320.
one of our Fort Sill, Oklahoma Veterans Day inspired flight. My dad was in the Army, and it's either the last place he was or the first place. Fort Sill, Oklahoma, so we're on our way out there.
November 3, November
Cirrus.
Papa, the Rutland altimeter
Look at our fuel run
3006.
boost. We're going to switch to the right.
3006.
Yep. Hello. Stop doing that. All right, here we go.
Delta
Still over Rhode
599, the
Island. This
wind
is the,
3,
reservoir
discretion
here.
260 at Niner, runway
Just that city
22
back
left, clear to land.
Doing pretty good on the clouds here, though we might have a couple issues. This time we want to thank our fancy autopilot
November 85 Quebec, descend and
taking
maintain
over duties here.
4000,
So
turn
I
10 degrees
salute
right.
Otto the autopilot.
Automatic pilot.
Automatic pilot. There it is.
I'll go back to the passengers.
Thank you, Otto. God, I miss all these
JetBlue
overlays.
1152, 7 miles from Vocus, turn left heading 240. Descend and maintain 2000 until established on the localizer. Clear ILS runway 22 left
About
approach.
2 hours out. So 2 hours more of flying. We get to go over the Hudson and everything. It's pretty cool to see. AccuSeason, I'll tell you. AccuSeason, the advanced version. I didn't like the original, but it is doing a great job. Again, tone matching the full colors. You could do a lot of tweaking on this too.
JetBlue 152, maintain 170 knots or greater to Vocus.
I'm leaving it just automatic the whole way, and it does a pretty good job. It makes it look like it's fall. It'd be nice if Microsoft actually just did season by itself, but this is probably the closest you can get to real life, I think. My opinion as a real world pilot. Thank God I needed this. I need some stress relief after tonight's current events. Block Island out in the distance. Yeah, it's right there. Best place to go.
November 3, November Papa, clear direct Sill.
And then Long Island, you can kind of see it right there. See that little sliver?
Say again for 1 3 November Papa. There's 3 November Papa, clear direct Sill. On the RNAV final.
Out of the boundaries of what would be the class Charlie, but we're above it.
Looking repair. It's the fix that you filed in your flight plan. Looks like on the RNAV Yankee 33 into Bradley, Sierra, India, Lima, Delta, Echo. Roger, I read that.
It's been higher, but we have a headwind of 23 knots, so it makes sense why we're
No problem. Well, whatever you want to call it, but
making
the
our way
number 7
there as
Papa, just
fast
verify
as
you're going direct to it,
other
please.
times.
Affirmative. Sylvie, Sierra, India, Lima, Delta, Echo. Thank you. JetBlue 1152, wind 260 at Niner, Following a Boeing 737 short final, runway 22 left, cleared to land. November 85 Quebec, turn right heading 090, descend and
This
maintain
is Evan
2000.
from Flight Sim Expo on air traffic control here. Evan Ryder, everyone. I think it sounds like him.
Sun Country 5788 Boston Center, runway 22 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 22 right, Sun Country 5788.
They messed up again. Why? It did. Where's the column switches here? It's been a while. I'm trying to find this stuff.
Delta 599 traffic holds in position, cross runway 22 right at Echo and contact ground point 9 on the other side.
That's the course. No. Oh my God, it's been forever. It's down here.
Air Canada 365, the Cleveland Center is closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, see ya.
That's it. Okay, so it's right there. Like looking
November
at it.
3, November Papa, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 1000, the Burlington altimeter 3004.
1000 at my discretion 101.
November 5, correction, November 85 Quebec, turn right heading 190 and set the localizer. Sun Country
Alright.
5788,
Just crossing the
wind
Connecticut.
280 at 90, runway
Danielson,
22
Connecticut.
right, clear for
A little
takeoff.
far right here.
It's on runway 22
And then
right,
on it,
Sun Country 5788.
November 85 Quebec, 5
I don't know why
miles
that
from
autopilot
Locust,
didn't work. Why? 'Cause
maintained
you
at
can't
or
send
above
it to Twitch. You have to
2000
chat
until
to
established on the
Twitch
localizer. Clear
So
ILS
sorry
runway
about that.
22
Again,
left
that's just
approach.
a Twitch thing. They want to make sure you chat to Twitch if you're gonna just. Here we go. Danielson, Connecticut. Wait here. Where's the airport? Oh, there it is, right there. It's a nice little airport. They do some gliders. They have skydiving there. It's a nice little airport. I haven't been there in years. But I did land there once. It is a little bright though on that thing there, isn't it?
JetBlue 1152, turn
Check
right
it out,
on
man,
Mike,
Ross.
cross runway 27, and say parking.
Danielson, Connecticut. I'm gonna come up on Wyndham, Connecticut. I really like that airport too. I like to go back. They have like a little diner on site over there you can eat at. So someday I will be flying back out there. So.
JetBlue 1152, roger. Hold short of runway 22 right at Charlie. November 85 Quebec, caution wake turbulence following an A321, wind 260 at 9er,
Long
runway
Island
22 left, clear to
distance
land.
there.
Sun Country 5788, radar contact, climb and
Probably
maintain
transferred over
14,000.
to,
Climb and maintain
call
14,000,
it?
Sun Country 5788.
yeah, a second. Probably be transferred over to Bradley Approach when we get there. Or into Connecticut, if you will. Yeah, I'm kind of liking AccuSeason a lot, to be honest with you. And I didn't think I would. I bought it when it was on sale. And then they came out with the advanced version. They said, oh, let me try it. And it's really good. Highly recommended. Can't wait for them to come up with the update for this SR22 because it's one of my favorite planes in Microsoft Flight Simulator. There's Wyndham, Connecticut, right there in front of us. Again, they have this little diner out here that you can go to, but I did land here as well in real life. It was a nice little airport. It's during COVID, like in the midst of it, so I couldn't really do a lot except for fly out there and just kind of go back, but I did get there. Why is it slowing down? Because that's just the way it is. As long as it doesn't crash the desktop, I'm okay with it. I have no clue what this is. No, there. What's that? No clue. They had a lot of planes there too. So. Fan control lap, sorry. It's going to turn on those fans at high speed just in case. Should be fine. Monitor temperatures.
Number 3 November Papa, cross Sill at 8,000. Cleared straight in, RNAV runway 33 approach.
1,000 feet, I think it says.
Sill at 8,000
Right above
and
us.
cleared RNAV 33
Flying
approach.
down an ADSB.
Number 3 November Papa, my apologies, cross Sill at 6,000, at or above 6,000. Cleared straight in, RNAV Yankee runway 33 approach. 6,000 around Sill RNAV Yankee 33 approach, my clear Papa, trade. JetBlue 1152, cross runway 22 right at Charlie, taxi to Charlie 27, just monitor ground on point 9 as you taxi, and have a good night.
Should be somewhere over here. ADSB die. He's off my wing. That's what heck.
Take care. Suncat 35788, climb and maintain level 340.
Oh, I did forget to load that up so that we get traffic alerts.
Boston
so
Center, helicopter November 1 3 Tango Papa Golf.
Auditory traffic alerts if we get too close. So, pretty cool thing to have.
Helicopter 13 Tango Papa Golf.
What's
Boston
up?
Center.
Welcome. How's it going?
Helicopter 13 Tango Papa Golf is type Echo Charlie 45
Stay,
at
Vats
2,000,
too loud?
about 16 nautical
She's not
miles
very
south
loud
of Boston.
on the
Requesting access to requesting land at Boston.
Helicopter 3 Papa Golf, squawk
Don't put blame, this won't work,
0077.
0077 3 Papa Golf.
Let me know if that's too loud on Fat Sim with the air traffic control. I guess we could touch him up with this. So, volume mixer. There we go. System sounds. Turn on just a little bit. Power. So Malcolm, how are you doing, bud? Still having lady problems?
Number 3 Tango Papa Golf, radar contact 5 miles south of Boston Airport. Cleared into the Boston Bravo airspace, altimeter 3008.
Look at the electronic flight bag, but we got traffic.
All right,
all
cleared
around
into the
this area.
Boston Bravo 3008 Tango Papa Golf.
November 3 Papa Golf. Are you parking at Signature, or were you looking to land on runway 22 left this evening? Boston wind 260 at 9 air.
We'll land at Signature 3 Tango Papa Golf.
Roger. Number 85 Quebec. Turn right if you can get it onto runway 33 right.
Significant clouds out here. I didn't think it was going to be this cloudy.
Number 85 Quebec on runway 33 right, cross runway 22 right,
There
and then
is,
turn left at November.
Towards Groton, Connecticut, over there. In the Connecticut River. Well, actually, Connecticut River's a little further ahead. Sorry, that's the Connecticut River. That way would be where Mohegan. Oh, there it is, Mohegan Sun Casino. It's kind of one of the biggest places to see out here when you're flying out. Is that as casino out there? And Foxwoods would be the other one, but that's a little bit more over here, which probably is going to load for the. Thanks, man. I'm on Discord too. I didn't think I was on Discord. Thanks, man. Making
Number
our
85
grand return
Quebec
here,
on
if
November,
everything
cross
goes right,
runway
'cause I had
33
a month
left,
of
and
just
you can
total
contact
terror.
ground now on 121.9. Have a
Simulator
good night.
crashing the desktop all the time.
Sick.
So things are going well as of now, though. right near Bradley. Major airport in Connecticut. Should be out here somewhere. I think that's Bradley out there. You see the map enhancement, the Google map enhancement works if you don't have cache on. If you cache it, then it starts giving you errors and it kicks you off photogrammetry, which I don't understand that at all still. But I'll be talking to the developer again. It does work if you don't cache. I don't get it. And I love the Google imagery. I think it's way better than Bing. Feels good to fly again. Alright, we should be there in about an hour and 51 minutes. We're slowing down the ground speed a little bit. Getting a little bit more closer to our direct headwind. That's probably why. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Across the Hudson is always a great thing to do in real life. Love that. So. Connecticut River, you got Chester out there, which is a nice little airport in the middle of nowhere to fly to. Is that it over there? Can't really tell. It's like on a slight plateau in the middle of the woods. Right there. Chester, Connecticut. I believe that's it. Yeah, because that's the Connecticut River right there. After this, gotta get some sleep and wake up early tomorrow. Do a Veterans Day parade with my band, and then move on from there all the weekend. And I have to miss my 5-year-old soccer team as their coach because I have to do the parade. So it's just the way it goes sometimes. I'm gonna try to swing back really fast if I can. I doubt I can, but I'm gonna see if I can do it. So.
And Boston Center, helicopter tree Tango Papa Golf. We've got information, Delta on board.
I also have to
Roger,
plug
thank
in
you.
my e-bike for tomorrow because here's how it works. I have to drive and park at a warehouse where we're going to start the parade from with all the students. And then we march down about 2 miles to the center of town. Have a ceremony there for veterans. And then literally
American
I would have to walk the 2
2229,
miles back
Moncton
to
is
my
closed.
car
Your radar
because
service terminated.
getting a
Frequency change
ride,
approved.
I asked one time from a parent and they just ditched me there. So now I just lock up my e-bike, leave it there at the common, and then ride the e-bike back. So at least then I get there back into my car a little quicker, you know what I'm saying? So that takes some setting up to do. We gotta buy Munchkins, hot chocolate. And they also promised the best warming up person of the band when we're waiting is gonna get a donut. So got a lot of things to go on. Already had to find an instrument for another student that left theirs at the school. That's a high stress moment, especially when they let you know at 7, 8 p.m. the night before and you can't get into the school. Over here, we got Hartford, Connecticut, I believe. Yep, Hartford Brainerd's over there. That's some Google imagery that you can download as freeware. But you see how it's green? That's just the way it's going to be, so it kind of clashes with the active season. This airport right here is an old historic airport right near
Number 0
Hartford, as you
Echo
see.
Foxtrot,
Yep.
leaving the airspace to the southwest. New York is offline. Radar service terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Squawk VFR, frequency change approved, 0 Echo Foxtrot, thanks.
See ya.
Yeah, right. So we're on our own. And we're going to go back to Unicom. And that's 122.8. At least we know the radio's working because they heard me. Yeah, we have some traffic out here. But anyways, they were trying to close down this airport. They still are. But they came up with new rules now. So I've landed there once. It's a nice airport. So I don't know why they want to close it. I think it's because people who live over here don't like the aircraft coming in and say they're too loud. But the airport's been there since 1920s at least. So you know, this is the problem with airports and where they are. Well, there's a landing aircraft. That's what is that? November 213 Bravo Zulu. Let's check out what that is. How's that? On the flight aware, November 213 Bravo Zulu. But yeah, they tried shutting it down of course, people that don't care about flying. That is it's MXY. I have no clue. They're coming from Norfolk, Virginia. It's Watts, which is Bradley. So that's cool. The FSLTL is cool because it does that. It injects the traffic from normal flights. So Hartford, Connecticut, right over there. When you land here, especially if you land on runway 2, you see the city coming up when you're landing, and it's awesome. This is an old Pratt & Whitney factory, so they warn you in the chart supplement that the airport's on the west side of the Connecticut River. But, definitely pretty cool. You got an aircraft over there as well. It's kind of close, too, to be honest with you. Surprised I'm not hearing a little warning, maybe. I remember coming here. See, I worked my way out west as I got more confident. Went west, and this was a cool one. And then when I went and visited Jet Pilot Cinnamon out in Newburgh, New York, at Stewart International, I had to fly back, and they had thunderstorms around here, and thunderstorms like back near Providence, and I had to deviate around them. So it was also memorable for that because I was going to land at Hartford Brainerd if I had to and wait it out, but I was able to fly around the storms. Here's the Connecticut River. Long Island out there in the distance. Middletown, Connecticut down over there. Pretty cool, huh? One of these days I'm going to do another flight on the sim where we just fly from like New Hampshire all the way down the Connecticut River. We did that a long time ago. I'm going to finish this Fort Sill, Oklahoma flight. I don't really fly in Oklahoma a lot on the sim, so I thought this was good too for that. But hopefully we'll be streaming tomorrow sometime, and we'll try to either finish it up tomorrow or Sunday. So it's gonna be like a Veterans Day weekend inspired flying. So these graphics, how I missed the graphics. You know, I gave you a lot of trouble. Hartford Brainerd Airport right there. Charles Lindbergh actually landed there too. So Hartford's going there. It's reloading it. A lot of freeware add-on scenery here. So this is Southern Hartford. So all of it's like loading. Just a lot of gigabytes. It does eventually do its job. Again, it's not going to match accuracy, but it will in the spring and summer. So we just got to limit it for now. Again, the people who live over here aren't too fond. Want to turn it into like a residential / park area if they close it down. I guess that's not happening. They just put more noise abatement procedures and stuff like that to effect. So see what happens out there's Bradley, by the way. That's why you're seeing some traffic there. We are on our way. We're going past Hartford. Good scenery and good visibility for scenery. What is that weird thing? I have no clue what that is. We get into winter too, so we should start seeing some snow in places here too. That's pretty cool in the simulator. Waterbury, Connecticut, out there on the left. Check our fuel situation. I'll stay on the right for now. I also think I have to kick up the RPMs because that headwind kicked into it. So 75%. Let's go. That's probably why the ground speed went down. Oh, excuse me. Oh, New York approach is actually up now. 128.125. So we could try it. See what happens. 128.125. 125. That's what flight following. I'm trying to get a new TPM. There's a Redbird one on eBay, and they retail for like $600. And the guy's asking for $550, which is ridiculous because it's a used unit. But I'm trying to get it as a bid, so we'll see if it happens. I'm not in a rush, but it'd be nice to get the throttle prop mixture back for when I fly the Cessna. But let's see what New York approach is doing.
27011, runway 22 left, clear to land. 22 left, clear to land, JetBlue 1678.
New York approach, November 610, Echo Foxtrot.
And November 610, Echo Fox, New York, go ahead.
Cirrus 0 Echo Foxtrot. We're right over New Britain, Connecticut, requesting flight following. We're direct to Kilo Uniform November Victor at 4,500 VFR.
Number 610, Echo Foxtrot, stand by one. You're actually, I believe you're technically still in Boston's airspace, but stand by. Let me get you a squawk custom.
Roger.
And Cirrus 21, correction. And Cirrus 610, Echo Fox, squawk 1062, IDAM.
1062 and ident, 0 Echo Foxtrot.
And Cirrus 610 Echo Fox, near approach radar contact, about 13.5 miles west of the Hartford VOR.
Roger, 0 Echo Foxtrot.
And 0 Echo Fox, where are you headed to tonight?
Direct to Kilo Uniform November Victor.
Roger. And 610 Echo Fox, maintain VFR.
Maintain VFR, 0 Echo Foxtrot. So there you go, getting out of the Hartford area, getting more towards New York. Now my last real-world flight again was out to the 1969 Woodstock Festival site, way out there in the distance. And I went for my friend. I met him today at Panera to go over what he needs to know for his private, because we got to get him his license, his certificate, if you will. But he paid halves on that. That was a $600 flight, so I'm glad I took someone. He got to fly there, I got to fly back. So he being pilot in command, of course, the whole way. But he can fly. It's just that he's got to get the knowledge part down better. But he'll get there. So that actually looks like a little ski resort, but it's not. So I don't know what that is. It does look like a ski resort though, because you see the chairs? So maybe it's like a small little ski place. I don't know. That's weird. Right outside Waterbury, Connecticut. Alright, how are we doing on fuel? Now I'll stay on right for a little bit, and I'll switch to the left. No, that's right, I'm all dizzy there. Whoa. Alright, coming up on the Hudson, probably in about 15 minutes or so. It's out there in the distance. And we'll be crossing right around Newburgh, where I went real world to go do the Hudson skyline with Jet Pilot Cinnamon. Again, we'll give Jet Pilot Cinnamon a shout out. He is founder of the USA Flying Club that I belong to, and I'm also administrator with. So, shout out to Jet Pilot Cinnamon, real world Airbus pilot, believe it or not. But we flew down the Hudson together, and it was a good time. It's a little cheaper back then too, because the rates were pretty low. Alright, that's Waterbury, Oxford Airport right there.
Aircraft going for radar check. I've got you 5x5. And 610 Echo Foxtrot, you can contact Bradley. Approach now 123.9 or 5. I'll talk to you soon.
123.9 or 5. See you soon. 0 Echo Foxtrot. Bradley approach, November 610 Echo Foxtrot, 4,500 VFR.
Number 610 Echo Foxtrot, Bradley approach, hello, say intentions, I guess.
We're direct to Kilo Uniform November Victor, 4,500 VFR, and we've got transferred over to you for flight following.
Number 610 Echo Foxtrot, say destination again.
Kilo Uniform November Victor for 0 Echo Foxtrot. Got a lot of contrails up there. All right. If you follow this down there, that's Bridgeport, Connecticut. Let in there in real life too as well. Love seeing the contrails. Again, that's FSLTL traffic that does that, so it's pretty cool. I turn off the AI traffic in Microsoft Flight Simulator using FSLTL. Free download and everything, and they give you liveries. So, you're right. We are, again, just north of Waterbury, Connecticut. Give you a little view of the electronic flight back here.
1272 is at 7,900 feet, descending
Uh-oh, it's doing that thing again.
American 127.
Nuthatch 321, winds 250 at 4, runway 33, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, runway 33, Nuthatch 321.
Making our way to the Hudson. If money was no
November
issue.
610 Echo Foxtrot, contact New York approach 128.12.
128.12 for 0 Echo Foxtrot. Thank you.
Connect again.
Negative, I have you now. Southwest 623, I've got your clearance standby. All right, Southwest 623, you're cleared to the Philadelphia airport. It'll be the
Then we will make
score 4 departure.
yeah,
Ranger transition.
We'll make it so.
Dixie then is filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect
Oh,
8,000.
man.
10 minutes after departure. Departure on this frequency is squawk 4641.
Wait till that clearance, then we'll check in for a flight following. New York approach November 610 Echo Foxtrot 4,500 VFR.
Number 610 Echo Fox, New York approach. Welcome. Maintain VFR.
Maintain VFR, 0 Echo Foxtrot. Take that fast, go back his clearance. But, man, I have a lot of events that I
Tip
had
was
planned out.
1678. You can cross
Still planned
runway
out, just gotta
22
find time to
right
do it
on
now that we got the
Sill.
simulator
Join
working again.
Foxtrot straight into the gates. Monitor this frequency. All right.
But we missed the VIN Fizz flights because of all the problems I
Join
have with the
Foxtrot into
simulator
the
crashing
gate.
the desktop
Tip
all
was
the time.
1678. We'll stay with you. Thanks.
So,
Southwest
for the second year
623.
in a
Go
row,
ahead
we
with the
missed,
readback.
that because I wanted to start the actual date they did it. Like VIN Fizz flights.
I have to read that back.
Yeah, you got to read back every clearance.
He was pretty nice to that guy.
I'll give it to you again just to let me know when you're ready to copy.
Read me back everything I have to read back.
You sure do. So just let me know when you're ready to copy, and I'll give you the clearance all over again.
He's being very nice. And that's how you have to be.
623 cleared to
As
the
long as you're not too
Philadelphia
busy.
airport via the score 4 departure. Ranger transition.
Real world.
Radar vectors
When
Dixie.
you're a student
Then
pilot.
is filed.
You actually say student
Maintain
pilot,
5,000.
and they actually read it
Expect
slower too, like he's
8,000.
doing
10
right
minutes
now.
after departure.
So
Departure
it is done in the real
will be on
world,
this
but if
frequency.
they're very busy, you might have to
Walk
wait.
4641.
And that's how you get it down. So I wonder if that sim would understand that if you called in with student pilot, then your call sign, and then say, oh, well, then I need to slow down, because I think that should be something maybe they get used to doing too, because you're in the real world, so.
Alright, I think I have it. Clear to
Alright, Hudson coming up.
Philadelphia for
We're getting closer. I'll just give you a little view here. We're the red plane, and the Hudson's right over there near New York Stewart International. So we'll look left too. I doubt we'll see New York City. We'll see what happens on that. And then Sullivan County, where I went this summer,
Mostly correct. The parts, the
is
important
over
parts
here.
here
So
are
we'll
that
be
you
close
have
to
the
it, but we'll
score
be south
4
of it.
departure. Ranger transition with radar vector
And,
to
we flew that all manual. We didn't have no one to pilot. We took the Piper Warrior out. it's easy using the Warrior. So I was left seat, he was right seat. Do have video of all that stuff. I just gotta
And
get time to edit
Southwest
video. Get
623,
back on track.
Jack is good enough. You can expect runway 31 left for departure. Call for taxi short of Alpha. The push will be at your discretion.
Alright, I will be starting the push.
God, when I first started flight sim back in like 98. Wow. I hardly knew anything. So I feel for that kid. It sounds like a skid. That's how you learn
Expect
though. Put
runway
yourself
31
out there is the
left
best thing
for
you can do.
departure.
And not get upset when people are jerks to you. Because they're the ones being jerks, not you.
Got it.
And just make sure that you've got that in your flight management system that you've got the score 4 with the Ranger transition. That's the route that you're going to
Down
need
there
to
is
fly.
Danbury, Connecticut.
Did
We're
you
going on
message
fuel.
it
I'm
today?
going to switch left. I'm on boost. You need to be on boost. And so it says right there too. But it also says in the POH for the Cirrus.
And you're approach
Boost. So there's your run.
78.
Be on boost. You can leave it on the whole
We're
time.
going on
can
Alpha
turn it
to
off.
hop into the ramp.
You can do boost because there's a
for gate
vacuum
19.
lock or something like that that they say if you leave it on boost,
JetBlue
you won't have any
1678,
problems.
Roger, proceed as
I just leave
requested.
it on boost.
Thank you, sir.
Tell me when you see the Hudson River out there. But from real life experience flying out this way, this looks exactly like what it looks like, to be honest with you. These mountains are on your left. There's a prison out here. That's a visual if you're trying to make sure that you're following your route. And even these ponds and rivers and lakes here with Danbury, Connecticut looks authentic as well. So you gotta say, I don't know, like everyone has that X-Plane 12 debate versus this, but I gotta be honest with you. A lot of people are like, oh, the flight dynamics are better in X-Plane. And I gotta be honest with you. It depends on who programs the plane. Because that Comanche from A to A, that is amazing. The 172 with the WB Sim mod to it makes it fantastic. Probably the best 172, I think, and I've flown the 172, so I think I have some experience in that. I've had lots of hours in the 172. But it's just the way the programmers, if they understand how to use the dynamics, flight dynamics engine in this, I think that it rivals, if not even can even be a little bit better than X-Plane 12. But,
Delta 623,
that's just
check
me.
your private jet.
I did.
Yep. And there's the Hudson. See that little sliver there? And when you fly over this for the first time, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. Gotta be honest with you. You're right. West Point's going to be a little bit south of here. That is restricted airspace. Yeah, it's restricted. So, but maybe we'll do the skyline again on stream. Do that. But what am I going to do for my next exciting flight? I don't know, because I got to get my instrument flights going on. My instrument reading flights again. And then I'm going to try to probably stay local to the New England area with small little flights for fun if I can fit them in for cost, you know. But look at these trees. They change too. So accuracy updates itself, so you don't see as much color. It's kind of like peak has already ended.
Cirrus 610 Echo Foxtrot, the Stewart altimeter 3013.
Roger, 0 Echo Foxtrot. One extra. Yeah. But it's cool how every week, if you set it on auto, it'll automatically tune the trees every week. Stu, how's it going, my friend? Gotta give you a shout out. We're back. We're finally back. And knock on wood, nothing's really happened yet except for map enhancement, which I now turned the cache off, so now it works great. So I was giving it a chance tonight, but it doesn't do like before where it disconnects 5 million times. So still loading, just without caching. But if you have not seen Stu stream, feel free to follow him on Twitch. Virtue USA Flying Club Pilot, the Pilot Club Pilot, which I'm still going to do an event sometime. Now I got the sim working. And Marathon pilot. Let's see, what else are you? ATC on VATSIM. Well, you do a little of everything, so. All right, man. Where are you going to be tomorrow? I'll be trying to finish up leg 2 of this Fort Sill, Oklahoma Veterans Day inspired flight. Fort Sill, where my father was stationed for a little bit while in the U.S. Army. Hour and 20 minutes to go. I went across the Hudson River. So. Uh-oh! We're getting a raid from Stu. Yes, that is my face on Indiana Jones' body.
219 Echo, say your runway request the Republic wind 2408, altimeter 3015.
Thanks for the raid, man. I'm sorry. I really like my rating
2119
indication.
Echo, runway 32. You can taxi at your discretion. Clear to cross all runways. Contact me holding short.
I gotta get you welcome sound where you can type in your name. Did I make one for you? I think I did actually. If I type in your name. Yeah, I did. Okay. Welcome to the stream. It's been a while since I had that going for you. I did. That was your sound. Newburgh, Stewart International out there. It's former hometown of Jet Pop Sid, and now he moved in with now his fiance. Congratulations to him, by the way. Welcome to the club. So, very happy for him. And seems like he's going to get some flights in the Airbus probably in December from when he showed us the admin channel for the New Jersey Flight Club. So we're going to have to cover for him. I think on one event, so we'll figure that out. But we're going on fuel. We're okay. We're going to stay on left. And if we look down Hudson that way, New York City would be that way. You're probably not going to see it, but visibility is pretty good. Real world weather, but not real world time.
And number 2119 Echo, say your aircraft type.
That prison, which is on the sectional, by the way. Seriously, they say prison, so you kind of can base things with the right to the right
and,
here.
And 2119 Echo, roger. On departure,
probably
you
there,
expect to maintain VFR clear the New York Bravo airspace. I'll keep
when
you with
I
on my
flew out here for real a
frequency and
couple
get you
years
the
ago,
clearance inbound.
it's kind of cool because you fly right over the bridge into Stewart. But what was I going to say? We had lunch down here too. It's a nice area to go to and visit as long as you can get like a ride. So, and that's what I'm about. If I'm going to take longer flights, I want to do something with it. I still want to go to Ticonderoga, New York. And it's a dinky airport, but again, they have like the Star Trek, what do you call that? Set, it's kind of like a museum, but it's the set tour. He rebuilt the sets from the original Star Trek and stuff. And it's like you can go and visit it and stuff. And William Shatner does make a guest appearance every year. He's getting older though, and I have never met him in person. I always wanted to do that, but it never works out. But we did fulfill the 1969 Woodstock Festival site flight, so that was cool. So it's time to get another goal for next summer. So, but for the summer, I'll definitely have to have my medical stuff figured out. Basic med seems to be the way to go, but my doctor's office closed, and I have to find another doctor, and I have to make sure that they sign off on that. So it's a long thing, and then like every doctor I called last week, they're like all booked up except for like one, and I don't know if he takes my insurance, and it's crazy. The medical system is crazy in America. So it is what it is, but you need the doctor if you want to get basic med. Because I fly for fun, so I don't need my third class medical to fly for fun if I just get basic med. And basic med you can just do with a regular doctor, so part of a physical, I'm kind of due for a physical, so hopefully I can get it all done in one shot. But if not, we have other plans. I did call one doctor who's actually an FAA medical examiner as well, but he's all booked up, so I'm on his wait list because I'd rather go to him because he could be knowledgeable about more of the process should there be an issue. And if I did third class medical, I would have to get a special issuance for thing that I have, which isn't a terrible thing, but it's part genetics. So it's just the way it is. But I get a one-time special issuance and we'll be fine. And I know I'm within the requirements of that. That's why I'm just like, let's just get basic med and be fine with it, you know. So, but that requires a doctor. That's why it's a big pain. Not that I don't want to be a doctor. It's just when the doctor office closes, then you have issues. All right, up there would be Wappingers, New York. You have Hudson Valley Regional up there as well. Again, this is the Hudson River that we're crossing. Get some wonderful add-on bridges there. Couldn't tell you what that one is, but this is the Newburgh Bridge, which is another add-on. And then,
Alright, Chancellor 11 Echo, the Republic wins 24018,
so look
runway
outside,
31, clear to take off for Fort Airline.
Everything looks very realistic to real life. You do have these slight hills, mountains, probably more hills, and then you get right to the Hudson. West Point is over here. I think that's West Point. Actually, might be a little bit further now, but it's down there, and you go right by it if you do the skyline. If you're heading down the Hudson from here, that's why it was a good opportunity to meet Jet pilots in real life. Fly down together in the Cessna 172. All the way down, you just follow the Hudson all the way down south to the skyline, come back up, go back to Stewart. And Signature, the FBO there was actually pretty nice. They do gauge you gouge you on fuel, but it is New York. Everything goes up in price when you hit New York. I think it was like $7 a gallon. The thing, the front thing that complains at my flight school is they come wet. So if the fuel costs more than what it is at Plymouth, you get money back towards the rental. So it gets a little cheaper. Is what it is. Renting planes is what I'm doing. I have money tucked away for a plane.
Southwest 623.
Maybe for a partnership,
do
I could probably get one.
up
Maybe.
to Alpha, or do I
But,
request to start?
Stewart International coming up.
Taxi.
Alpha 623 startup is at your discretion. Taxi up to a full short of Alpha, and you can expect your taxi.
And the Newburgh Bridge. See, we've seen that prison in
119 or Echo, Roger. You can clear to
this thing, I'm thinking?
New York Class Bravo
you can see it
airspace via radar vector. Walk to
So,
0301.
yeah, that's the prison. So, then they have a school right here, so it's all good. Got some docks here. Yeah, Jet Pilot Sim and I, we ate some. I think it's over here. We had a place called Captain Jack's, I think. I think I had some type of steak sandwich. It was pretty good. So, for being an international airport, it's not very busy there.
2119 or Echo, maintain VFR.
But they did have a Army operation going in there with like the Chinook helicopters or whatever it was. It was pretty cool. And they were like at Signature, like, man, you guys have an awesome job.
Chancellor 2119 or Echo, proceed direct to
That is
Boulevard
West Point
Aviation.
over there. So. And Newburgh, New York. Kind of underneath us. And we're going to make our way to the west more. And we'll cross into Pennsylvania. And be near our destination. We're about an hour and 13 minutes out. Wow. That ground speed has not been very inviting for a Cirrus tonight. The scenery has been very good, and the visibility is excellent as well. Sullivan County is default for every detail to flight simulator. So the FBO's over here, the main terminal's here. Runways. It used to be an Air Force base, if I'm right, and then they tried to make it international, which they did, which is not very used.
Southwest 623 Alpha, awaiting taxi instructions and clearance.
I didn't hear anything, so hopefully that's not for me. Catskill Mountains out there in the distance as well. Sullivan County, where I took that trip, is out there in the distance as well.
And 610 Echo Fox,
There you go.
contact New York Center 125.32.
125.32, 0 Echo Foxtrot.
Southwest 623, runway
If there is
31 left,
contact,
taxi
step
right
down.
on Alpha. Juliet, cross 4.
1 New York Center, radar contact. Let's see here, about radar contact 20 miles west of Slate Run, flight level 410, welcome.
Hello.
I thought that was a hello. New York Center, November 610 Echo Foxtrot, 4,500 VFR.
November 610 Echo Foxtrot, New York Center, hello.
Roger, we're 4,500 VFR over near Newport.
Roger.
All right, coming up in front of us, Middletown, New York. And that's going to be a lot of just open area with farms and stuff. I'll be honest with you. The only problem with going out to the Woodstock Festival site in Sullivan County, it's Kilo Mike Sierra Victor, is getting a taxi of some sort to get you to the Woodstock Festival site, which is like a museum, and then back, because it takes forever. And when I contacted other pilots before I went out, they're like, oh yeah, they got Ubers, you're fine. They didn't have any Ubers. No one was driving for Uber when I went out there. So you had to call a cab company, which I had on backup. But it took them like a good 45 minutes to get out to you. And then it was like a $30 fee one way to go to 7 miles down the road because they had to send it out from Monticello, New York. So you're paying for them to get out there, pick you up, drive you there, and then they have to drive back, obviously. So it's $30 to go in a regular taxi. It was a van. You got space, you know, but $30 one way to go 7 miles down the road. So next time, if I can, I would like to bring some type of small e-bike, so that way we could just bike there instead if I ever did that again. But I think I'm good. Seeing it once was cool. Would I go there again? Yeah, I'd go there again, but once you've seen it, you kind of seen it, you know, like the museum and everything.
United 1178, continue the descent and expedite. Contact New York approach 128.12
we'll be
today.
heading into Pennsylvania pretty soon. Border shipping.
You're
I think it's the Delaware River.
the descent.
Yep, Delaware River, so we should see it coming up. And then once we cross that, we cross the Delaware like Washington, and we're in Pennsylvania. But what airport is that? That's Orange
United
County.
2091, cross
Kilo Mike
Cade,
Golf
flight level
Juliet right
180.
there.
Cross Hayde 120, Toronto.
United 2091, Hayde, flight level
See the map
180.
enhancement scenery of Google works.
Hayde
if you
at
don't use
180,
cache.
Toronto.
He's supposed to be working on that. So one other guy's like, oh, it works with cache, but it doesn't. It's still
New York Center, hello,
gives you
Air
errors.
France 159 Heavy. We are
In fact,
with you
probably
flight
technically
level
it might almost
350.
get errors.
Air France 159 Heavy, New York
Works
Center, hello.
without it, so. Telling you one thing, I'm really liking this Apex Pro keyboard that I bought used. It's like a $200 keyboard I got for $60 on eBay, and you have to get used to it. But it's very sensitive. You can set up the keys for sensitivity. Like you can basically breathe on the key and it will type, or you can set it for like more resistance. So it's a pretty sweet keyboard, and it fits better on my desk. The other one was kind of disconnecting here and there too, so it's time for a new one. the cache. Looks fine. So it's definitely something wrong with the cache. And I put periods in the comma. No. Maybe not. Nope, that's a comma. Alright, back to the flight. Middletown, New York, right to our right here. Random 06 November Red Cross. You see any traffic on the highway? See any footage? Right there, I think. Yeah, Pennsylvania. Catskill Mountains.
New York to Air France 158, flying up 390.
Oh, excuse me.
Air France 158, New York Center
My
squawk
next delivery is going to use the
3003.
newest alternative
3003. Air
logo of the Airfoot Show, all the way to the left there. Really like it. So, AI image generator inspired. I did have to touch it up, but really liking it. So we will have both. We'll have the original Eric Flight logo up there, but we'll also have that one as an alternative. And then I'm branding my Etsy store to Eric Flight Aviation Designs. So that will be happening. But we made our first sale in a while today. We sold 2 Clear for Christmas mugs as Santa Claus in a pilot jacket outside of Cessna at a snowy airport. I thought it was really good. And guess what? That was AI image generator inspired as well. So I'm really digging AI. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what
November
your
0
experience
Echo
is at.
Foxtrot, the Wilkesboro altimeter 3015.
Roger, 0 Echo Foxtrot. Keep forgetting that the barometer's over here. I keep touching the nav radio, so no wonder why I'm getting nuts here.
Air France 158, confirmed squawk 300 tree.
Is it wrong to,
Squawk
when you're saying the
3003
number
for
3 in a
Airport
classroom setting, you call it tree because you're a pilot? Some kid made fun of me this week because I said tree. And I was like, hey, I'm a pilot. That's how we say 3 sometimes. Yeah, all right, we're crossing the Delaware like Washington here, just really further north. And that is the Delaware River. Lots of farms, mountains in the
Air France
Catskills.
158, radar contact 15 miles southwest of Phillipsburg, level
And a
390.
school. Look at that. Don't know what school that is, but it is. Get multi-streaming from YouTube and Twitch, because now we can do that again. I wish Twitch would just get its act together and let you multi-stream, but we only chat on Twitch because they want chat on Twitch only. And I'll still see if you type it in on YouTube, but you won't be seeing it on the Twitch broadcast at all, if that makes sense. I don't have Restream sending it to both places, so feel free to see me on Twitch, but I do want to do the dual streaming because it just gets more exposure. We have the YouTube channel already, so it'd be nice to instantly archive these flights here by just streaming them on YouTube. I mean, they stay forever, unlike Twitch, which only gives you like I think 2 months, right? I think it's 2 months to watch the stream and download it. All right, we're coming up on Port Jervis, not Jarvis. It's not Iron Man. Port Jervis, and I believe that would still be New York. It's on the New York side. Maybe there's a Pennsylvania side too, but that is the Delaware. Reminds me of Waynesville, like we're in
United 202,
Delaware.
leaving my airspace, Cleveland offline, frequency change.
But we're not in Delaware, it's just Delaware.
Frequency change, frequency 202 today.
So welcome to the state we're flying to on our first leg here, Pennsylvania. Coming up. How are we doing on gas? gonna switch to the left. We're on boost. I'm gonna switch to the right. We're on boost and going to the right. There we go. It is kind of gorgeous out here still. Rolling hills and stuff. Again, the foliage is not in peak anywhere. AccuSeason kind of shows you that, which is kind of cool. So it's not just seasonal, like one trees. It's like it slowly follows what we do see it in real life. So when it was peak, you got a lot more.
United 2091 cross sweep at maintain 7000. The Allentown altimeter 3019er.
Cross 3 on maintain
1 hour to
7000,
go.
that's launch 91.
I've had a headwind the whole way. Got some wind up here too, huh? 27 knot headwind. Welcome to Pennsylvania, everyone. I didn't even know I was that close to Pennsylvania, honestly, when I flew to Sullivan County in real life. I was kind of shocked once I looked in. I was like, oh, pretty close. Never flown in Pennsylvania in real life yet. New York's the farthest west I've gone, because once you start going out here, the prices start going up. You're probably talking at least $1,000 if you're gonna fly to Philadelphia and back at 172 with the rental. So you gotta take at least 3 friends for that one, and then maybe it'll be somewhat decent, but you're still paying $300. Sullivan County was a little over 600. Again, sharing it with another person, cut it down to 300. So I don't think that was that bad for the experience. More schools and farmland. God, I miss streaming. Thanks everyone for coming out tonight. I know it's been kind of weird with everything, but again. A little bit of orange in the trees out here. Clouds have been pretty consistent, but they've been up high, so. Can't believe we still have another hour. Let's go ahead and take the 172 over here. Let's look at Volante here. Check out our flight path as of now. Just left New York approach, but she didn't. New York Center, actually. Yeah, so we're good. Alright. And, yeah. Just done a direct shot from Plymouth. And we're going to Kilo Uniform November. So we are definitely getting there. So, pretty busy here. Got Sim. We've had sometimes the whole United States being covered at one time. You know, don't see it a lot, but it's kind of impressive and cool when it is covered.
Good afternoon, New York Center, Southwest 623, transferred over here by, New York approach.
Southwest 623, New York Center, hello. Confirm maintaining 8,000. I show 12,700. The Philly altimeter, 3022.
Yes, sorry about that. My altitude is a bit high right now. I'm trying to descend it. For some reason, my autopilot isn't working the best.
Driver Southwest 623, proceed direct the coil VOR. And if your autopilot is not functioning properly, I suggest you downgrade to a lower mode of automation.
The dreaded have to fly manually. I remember those days. It's no shame. I remember those days.
And Southwest 623, confirm proceed direct coil.
Confirmed.
Script looks Barry coming up on our right. I think that's how you pronounce it. Be out there in the distance. Comfortable here. A little under an hour to go. 56 minutes or so. I'll be spending the night there and hopefully picking it up after I get done with everything I have to do tomorrow. So. I was going to see if my student emailed me back. But, I don't know. We'll see what's happening. Oh, wait. I got an email.
Air France 159, contact Boston Center 134.7, good day.
134.7, Air France 159 Heavy, bye bye.
See, now we're getting into crisis mode, but we're going to do the best we can. That's all I can do. Well, that's going to suck. We're just going to have to do it. We're just going to have to do
United 2091 Heavy, the Newark altimeter 3017, expect vectors, the ILS, runway 22 left approach.
Maybe I'll have to try to play it.
3017 vectors ILS 22 left and 29 LNX.
While we're streaming, sorry. Parade is tomorrow.
And United 2091 Heavy, when able, proceed direct patron.
It's gonna be on the laptop, actually.
Enable direct patron, United 2091.
Oh boy. Problems. Look at our flip out. Look at that part that I'm probably gonna be playing. By the way, I'm a guitarist. So that's my main instrument, but luckily I know how to play all these other ones. But,
I want to do
I
barrel
can do it.
rolls and
I can do it.
loop-the-loops, yeah,
I know.
all that kind of stuff. You gotta
That's
do that
just
kind of flying here. Dangerous.
Hey, the Rotary Evening. Follow me on Twitch. Appreciate it.
Who does?
How you doing, sir?
Does.
Or ma'am. I think it's a sir, though. Could be. Correct me if I'm wrong. We are on our way out to Kilo Uniform November Victor, and I'm currently dealing with a crisis for my real world middle school, high school band, where I might have to play a part. Which is fine. I can do that. Yeah. I can make it happen. We're fine. I might have to practice that for about 20 minutes. Oh, really? Well, not that you have to drop who you are, but yeah, we're doing the Tri-Town Veterans Day Parade tomorrow, and I just lost a very crucial piece of the band, so I might be playing an instrument tomorrow. Unless you play that instrument. Oh, what's up, Eric? How's it going? Former student, so you are allowed to chat. How's that? How's life, my friend? I'm not going to announce your last name on stream. I'm good. I'm a little bit in crisis mode, like I said, for Tri-Town Parade tomorrow, but we'll figure it out. I just looked at the part that I'm probably going to have to play with the whole band. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. It's all positive all the time, and if that person gets better, he's sick right now, so you can't blame him. But I said how much we need him, and if he can feel better, then do it. If not, I'll probably do it myself, and luckily I fixed my trumpet tonight. So... Oh, cool. Nice job, man. So life is good. That's what you're saying. This is called stress reduction tonight before the parade, by the way. Yeah, sounds great. Glad things are going well for you. It's nice to hear from former students. Current students, I don't allow to chat because, you know, you never know where that goes. But I know I can trust you at least, so... Thank you for showing up tonight. But the band has grown by double since last year, if you're wondering, and very dedicated to the cause. Like literally, that kid that probably won't make it tomorrow has done everything to try to make it tomorrow. So we're doing well. If you're around the area, check out the parade tomorrow and say hi. It's in East Bridgewater this year. Flying out to University Park, Pennsylvania on the 7th tonight. And we're coming up on Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Pennsylvania. Off right over there. That's fine. I'm going to be waking up just as early as you.
Heavy cross patron at
Well, I'm glad things are going well for you.
Patron at 3000, cleared Iowa, 22 West Bridge.
Cross patron at 3000, cleared Iowa, 22 West Bridge.
Air France 158, contact Boston Center 134.7.
All right, man. You have a great night. Thanks for checking in. All right. I hope everything's going well for you. All right. Nice talking to you, too. All right. Make sure you get enough sleep for tomorrow morning, because now you know what it's like to be an adult. Proud of you. Have a good night. Alright, we've got about 48 minutes to our flight. Then I'm gonna probably go this part that I'm probably gonna have to play tomorrow. And then we'll go from there. We're gonna be fine. I'm gonna make things fine. So I'm looking at it and I'm singing it in my head, which is I can do this. So I'm gonna have to hold the music in one hand because I don't have a flip book and the trumpet in one hand, so I'm doing improper technique. But you know, we'll get through it. So I should try printing it out now. So what page number is this? That would be page 36. So let me print that out now. Hopefully the printer's working. Downstairs. I'll pick it up after this stream. Thanks for bearing with me tonight as I deal with chaos and mayhem to get things done, but it's for the veterans. We gotta get it done. It's 36 1. And saving, print grayscale, print. We'll see if that goes through or not. What I could do is I could put it on my phone too. Just hold up the phone. Somehow tape it to the instrument. I don't know. We got a lot of options here. Nope, another one went down. I have another student that's sick. Everyone's getting sick. But that one, we have multiples on his part, so that's not a problem. My other player is at a cross-country meet, and I tell these kids, you gotta try to make every event, but obviously, I want them to be well-rounded, so I don't want to limit their options. And that kid really does try to be at stuff, so I mean, he skipped a weekend trip to be at one of the pep bands, so it is what it is. We will move on and get through this thing. It's like I'm playing some trumpet. Sorry, it's like just have to keep track of things for tomorrow. I knew kids were getting sick too. You know? A lot of hacking up of lungs and stuff like that. So understandable. I just wish I had a bigger band. These clouds have been pretty much there the whole way, huh? Check out the fuel situation. Doing good. We'll stay on the right for a little bit more, and then we'll switch to the left. Tank, that is. Okay, Wilkes-Barre and Scranton over here on our right there. We got some wind turbines coming up, and that is on the sectional as well. Give a little view of the sectional. You can see that they say the wind turbines are there, and that's what you're seeing right there in front of us. I did fix a snare drum for the parade tomorrow too. It's just have an extra. So we have enough percussionists. So we're gonna make things happen. That's all that matters. I was a little anxious and nervous tonight after that. But now that I know I have a trumpet that works. And I had to fix it, by the way. But I learned a little bit more about fixing
United
it.
2091 Heavy, the wind tree.
What's up, Nick? How's it going?
240 at 9.
Shout out to Nick
Runway 22 last cleared to
Robo
land.
pilot. One of my last. Actually, you are. You're the last person to fly with
barrel rolls and loop-the-loops,
in
all that
real
kind
life
of stuff.
there in your 172.
You gotta do that
How's it
kind of
going?
flying here.
Thank you to Has6363 for following me on Twitch. Oh, you're welcome, sir. How's school? You almost done? I think, is this your final year? I think it is. I could be wrong on that, but you have a beautiful plane, sir. I was supposed to have an instrument list the other day, but the weather's been crap up here. And we're getting back on a little monetary footing to actually do that, so, which is good. That's why I had to take a couple. Last year. Nice. Are you able to apply now in advance to see if anything shakes loose? And you're doing CFI right now, right? Which is one of the hardest ones to do, from what I heard from other people on YouTube. Partly part of my life as I teach in real life, so. Yeah, well, no, that makes sense, yeah. I'm sorry, didn't think about that. So, what's the future plan, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to let me know if you don't want me to know. But, are you going to go do lessons, or are you going to try to get, like, a smaller commercial job of some sort? This is pretty nice to see Wilkes-Barre. Yeah, 135.
Yeah,
Yep.
so United 5 Heavy, flight level 39.
That would be the best scenario, I think. But if
United
not, are you
5
thinking about maybe
Heavy,
doing CFI
New York
for a
Center,
little bit?
hello, radar contact.
Because that seems to be the way to go for most people. The problem is it's like teaching guitar privately. You got to get the right students that are consistent. And you'll learn a lot. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm not a CFI officer, but I've taught for close to 20 years now, both privately and in schools. You learn a lot. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, if you get the Cadet Academy, that'd be cool. Looks very Scranton. 40 minutes out. Boy, that headwind's been just dogging us the whole way. 6 knot headwind. And it's not even directly on the nose, it's slightly off the nose. As far as flight following, it's been pretty slow today. It says there's a plane on VAT Sim right over here somewhere. I don't see it. It could be very high though, so it's probably like up there. It's probably near a mile. But, get in there. Are you coming home for Thanksgiving? Because we're doing that event on Sunday, November 19th. I don't know if you'll be back for that. But we're doing the annual Plymouth Fly-In for USA Flying Club. So if you can make it, try to make it. Because my sim finally kind of works. I don't even want to get in the horrors of that. It was terrible. Oh, cool. And I still owe you a flight, by the way. I haven't forgotten. So I'm thinking when you get out in spring, if you're back around that time, you could probably rent one of the Warriors or whatever you want. You said that you might want to do the Steam Gauge 172. So let me know, and I'll try to book it out. Let me know what some good dates are for you. You'll have to fly right seat, but that's the only thing, which you're going to be used to if you do CFI anyways. So, all right, Summer. Well, you just pick some dates for me like we did last year, because that worked out. Yep, and the Warrior Steam Gauge too. So either way, you'll get some Steam Gauge experience again. But you let me know which one you
correction,
prefer.
United 2091 Heavy, welcome to Newark, exit right.
All right. Well, just work it out. Give me some dates when you know, and then we'll go from there. This is FlightSim.to. Freeware scenery. Fly from enjoy and fly. Basically imports Google imagery within the sim. That's why it looks green. So it doesn't follow the accuracies. No, well, you know, you gotta get used to that, my friend, especially if you're
United
gonna be
2091 Heavy, taxi
single
via
bachelor for a
Charlie
while,
and
because
Alpha
you'll be
cross 22 right.
moving into different places. So get used to it. You gotta get some friends, some muscle-bound friends to help out. I did that with a lot of my lawyer friends here in Rhode Island. Moved out of apartments. The guys paid in beer. That does. So. But you have more flexibility when you're young, so it's part of the whole being able to go wherever you need to go. You know, if that's what you want to do, I'd probably keep the computer, obviously. A lot of I didn't so much, but I only went to Boston for college, so like it was an hour away from my house. But I had a lot of people that would sell a lot of things getting out of the dorms for the last time, or they just give it away if they couldn't sell it. All right. So, what is this river right here? Is this
New York
the
Center,
Susquehanna?
version 4320 Heavy on the Score 5 departure.
That is
currently 19
Susquehanna
miles
River.
from Ranger,
That's right.
passing 7,000 for 11,000.
Goes that way eventually. Well, see what you could sell, because you're probably going to use all the money you can get getting out of college.
Virgin 4320, New York Center, hello, climb maintain, flight level 300, welcome.
Climb maintain 300, version 4320 Heavy.
A little bit of wind up here. All right, fuel. I'm going to switch to the left. We're on boost. Go to the left. Nope, I didn't see my mouse there for a second. Sorry. Hey, picked up about 2 knots. Ground speed.
New York Center, version 4320 Heavy. Am I expecting vectors after Ranger to go to Robbinsville, or am I just going direct Robbinsville at that point?
Virgin 4320, proceed direct Robbinsville.
Proceed direct Robbinsville after Ranger, or right now?
At this time, proceed direct Ranger.
Okay, so direct
Did you have a
Robbinsville
lot
after
to
Ranger.
get
Thank
rid
you.
of? Yep. My Tobii eye tracker just fell off the computer. Yeah, that's not good. I'll figure it out later. The stickiness of the monitor attachment sucks after a while. It lasted a while, but I did have to mod it slightly with some cushioned Velcro and super glue. It is a nice thing to have, but not during streaming, because if you look to the left screen, then it's going to be going, whoa, and turning halfway around the plane. But for landings, it's not bad. Alright, what are we heading towards now? Well, we're going to fly across the Susquehanna, which is this little river right there in front of us. And then we're just in the left open ground. You see Berwick, Pennsylvania coming up on the left. There's a power plant right there, which is kind of interesting. That is on the section too as well. I've only driven through Pennsylvania, but this kind of looks like Pennsylvania to me at least. Oh, you're good. Let's just get the flight going on first. If we go to Groton, we could get like a really expensive takeout in the plane. We don't have to take it out either. We can go there. They have courtesy cars. First come, first serve at Mystic. FBL at Mystic Air. Take the car and drive like a couple minutes away, and then there's supposedly some of the best barbecue, and it was nice. Yeah, I went there a little over a year ago, and it was kind of cool. It was like takeout with the plane, because I took it back home. But we could actually sit and have a dinner. How's that? So, yeah, with the courtesy car, it helps too. You know, they were very nice. You just leave your license photocopied there with them, and as long as you get fuel, so we'll plan for that in the plane, because I don't pay for the fuel anyways. As long as you get fuel there, I get reimbursed for it, and then you can have a nice meal there. Go out and take the courtesy car. They give you like an hour or so with it, you know, so they don't want you going to Michigan Aquarium or anything like that. But I like Groton. I think Mystic Air is one of the best FBOs I've ever been to, too. We went last October. Popped up on my Facebook feed, and I was like, oh man, I remember that. That was cool. So, but I also had some extra money for flying money, because my instructor had to get his medical in order, which is fine now, but I was just flying for fun because of that, trying to save some at the same time. I gotta deal with basic med next, so that's kind of where we're going next with all that. So Yeah, not since private. It's a nice airport. I like it. There's not much to do out there unless you go to the barbecue place or something, or Mystic Aquarium for the day, or get like a taxi or whatever. But you know what's funny about the courtesy car? It ran on diesel. It was like a regular car, but it ran on diesel. It was interesting. I was like, wow, because it has like a, on the key it said, make sure you fill up with diesel only if you have to get gas. And I was like, oh, interesting. I've never seen a car that runs on diesel. I think it was 10 gallons you had to fill. So, again, we just won't depart with full tanks. Take like 30 gallons or something, just to have some safety. Toby, I traffic keeps falling off. I'll fix that later. All right, we're about 31 minutes out. 32 almost. Nice, man. Nice. Enjoy the spring break while I survive. Oh, to be young. You have a nice 172, I'll tell you that. And I appreciate you letting me go for a ride in it, and also for letting me land at Nantucket. That was nice of you. Yeah, it would be. Yeah. It's nice to have that opportunity, you know. And if you're gonna have the opportunity, take it, you know. I'd probably have to load it up before people that are going to pay quarters, you know.
Senator, thanks for your ATC, but version 4320 Heavy is logging off. Thank you.
Roger, good day.
All right, 32 minutes or so out from University Park, Pennsylvania. This is only leg one. We're going to make it down to Fort Sill, Oklahoma, hopefully over the weekend. That's what I'm hoping. So, but I got to hook up my e-bike to a battery charger after this. I guess go over that trumpet part now that I'm probably going to be playing some trumpet in the parade. It just is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. We'll get through it.
United 5, Boston Center's closing. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Frequency change approved. United 5 Heavy. Good day.
Did the FNO tonight? How'd it go? Check out for Latte again, see where we're going here. Nope, wrong one. Wrong one. That was weird. I grabbed the Chrome browser instead, but we flew from Plymouth just straight through. Again to University Park.
Hello, New York. Goodbird 123 with you.
Right there. State College, Pennsylvania. Near Penn University, right? I think it is. That's what they call it there. Bellefonte is
we were
one of the
122 New York Center, hello.
Stops back in the day. So it's kind of in the same area. We'll be making our way to Fort Sill, Oklahoma, which I think is somewhere over in the northeast. I can't remember right now, because I've had this one planned out for a while, but I just finally figured out all the sim problems I was having. Yep. And that's when they said that, I was like, oh man, I'm kind of heading to Oklahoma with these series of flights here for Veterans Day. My dad was stationed at Fort Sill, Oklahoma for
Yeah,
a little bit
1470 New York, hello, climb maintain, flight level 30.
So I figured, why not? Use it as a theme. Whenever I fly to Dallas Fort Worth in this thing though, like it's a frame killer, and they had unevenness on the apron, but they supposedly fixed that, so I don't know. But someone's got to make a pay where Dallas Fort Worth that works better, because the one that comes with the simulator sucks. So they have a Dallas Love Field payware that's really good. So then that's the Susquehanna that we're seeing there. So I did that trivia flight for my brother who lived in Dallas. What did I take down there? I think it was the Cirrus Vision jet I took down there. And like literally it was like 2 frames per second. And you couldn't see the apron where it just jutted up. It was pretty bad. But it is a nice airport to fly into in real life. So, don't know if you've ever been to Dallas Fort Worth in real life, but I like it. It's a huge airport, but it's easy to get around. Big American hub there. Someday, hopefully, I'll go visit my niece down there. But I've sent gifts, talked to her on the phone every now and then. So, all right. There's not much to see other than farmland and small towns and cities here. Off our left is Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. Real old weather, but not real old time. Smokestacks over here, and that's their Milton, Pennsylvania. Excuse me.
New York Center, number 905 Delta Foxtrot with you, level 290.
November 905 Delta Foxtrot, New York, hello, squawk 0535.
0535 95 Delta Foxtrot.
Tulsa is in the middle of nowhere. I've never really been to Oklahoma before. Closest again I've been is Dallas to Oklahoma. But my brother, I remember him telling me that he used to cross the border and play at the casinos in Oklahoma. So, but thing about Texas, and I have a friend that lives in San Antonio. He's my ex-roommate from college. I still talk with him. But you leave out of the cities and it's all just big open stretches of land. So, just the way it is, you know. Very much different from where you and I both live.
And New York Center, 905 Delta Foxtrot, looking for descent.
Number 905 Delta Foxtrot is radar contact 5 southwest of Phillipsburg, flight level 290 at pilot's discretion. Descend and maintain flight level 180.
Got a power plant of some sort over there.
Descend and maintain level 180, 905 Delta Foxtrot.
And then it shows stats on the section. Yeah, it's a good place to test out aircraft, though. Find out lots of traffic. I gotta change my T-shirt in the sim. I gotta change it to the, I think the holiday-inspired clear for Christmas design I just made. Got sold 2 months today on Etsy with that design. Very proud of it. If I'd want to live in a place like that. And I'm not saying it's bad, it's just not for everybody. My wife always wants to live on like a tropical island, like Hawaii or something. And I'm like, I can't be stuck on an island. I mean, I don't know. I shouldn't say that because I haven't really lived on an island. So, I like having options. And I think that in Massachusetts, it's cool to fly here because you can fly to an island. Fly to mountain series in New Hampshire, so you get a little bit of everything, you know what I mean? Or you can just go for a general flight like this when you're over, you know, semi-flat land with some hills. 22 minutes to go. We'll start getting some weather.
November 905 Delta Foxtrot, descend and maintain 10,000. The Wilkesboro altimeter 3017.
Maintain 10,000, 3017, 905 Delta Foxtrot.
I remember that from the airmail flights that I did for my first marathon. Susquehanna was a big river that they crossed with the area. Going to Bellefonte, November 96, I think 9 or 6. I think that was the first airport I did on that thing. But that was the 20, I think I flew for 29 hours because I took the Cessna 172.
Number 610 Echo Foxtrot, the University Park altimeter 3020.
3020. on, move it. One more shout out to Otto, the autopilot. He's been spectacular to me.
Automatic pilot.
No, that's where all the medical records go when you have problems. They take their sweet time clearing it.
I'll go back to the passengers.
So they have to get a little bit better at that stuff. Like, I know it's government and red tape, but like, they gotta get better, because I don't know how airline pilots do it if they need a special issuance. Like, they're just out of work till they get it. It takes forever. But I just rejoined the LPA again.
November 9 or 5 Delta Foxtrot. Expect the ILS runway 27 into Williamsport.
Expect ILS 27 9 or 5 Delta Foxtrot.
So, the mental health part's a big thing too. Yeah, it's like you can't like get help for it because then it's held against you. Yeah. But I will probably be doing basic med because I'm not gonna.
United 1185 New York Center. Hello.
And they're trying to revamp things. And they're trying to also do the mosaic thing, which I'm very excited about, because that means that honestly, no matter what, I'm probably gonna be flying for the rest of my life until I'm not safe, self-regulated, to say that I hang up the wings for good. But I don't see that happening anytime soon, especially if mosaic.
New York Center, American 1979 with the flight level 330.
And I think that we're very lucky to be in America.
American 1979, New York Center, hello, squawk 7340, the Philadelphia altimeter 3022, descend and maintain 8,000.
American 7.
We have a way to go, I think.
Squawk
still
7340, descend and maintain 8,000.
I think that people like you want to become airline pilots, career pilots, if you will. That it's almost like you're, and I'm not saying you're gambling, but it's almost like you gambling with like your health, because if something just goes wrong, it's like, what are you gonna do? You know, and the thing to do, and I know a lot of airline pilots do this, is they get their investments going on and stuff like that because of stuff like that. I was talking to one guy. He was with Delta Airlines, but this was the 80s when they had that whole thing with the shutdown and this and that. And he invested in real estate.
November 9 or 5 Delta Foxtrot,
and he
cleared
got out
ILS
of the
runway
airlines because
27
he got
approach.
laid off. And he never
Cleared
went back.
ILS
But
runway
he became
27
like
approach.
a test
9 or 5 Delta
administrator
Fox.
and stuff like that. So like he still flies and everything, but he does mostly real estate. So I was talking with him and he's like, you know, I told him about my side business. Mind you, I'm not making tons of money. I make enough to fly. And he's like, oh, that's pretty cool. Because like, that's the only way I could have done it. I don't touch my teaching salary to fly. If I
runway RVR
even get close, I don't even.
We're concerned that Washington Dulles might be below our minimum.
Fly. I just kick back in budget. So. Well, I'm the same way. I would have to get a special issuance for my class 3. So that's why I'm probably going to go basic med. And that's because I take medicine for a condition, which I'm perfectly in control of. But, of course, with the FAA, they're like, oh, you got to see all your records and everything, which
And United 1470V Newark, runway 22 left RVR is 5,000 and decreasing per touchdown midpoint.
Doesn't have that restriction on it for that thing. And therefore, basic med's probably the way to go.
That, United 1470, we're going to continue to
I was looking at all the requirements because I'm getting my wings stuff done now too, because I have my biannual for February.
Gets me work, so we're gonna have to
and I was like, well, let's say I get the basic med now, and then I do want the class 3 still.
One more thing,
well,
how long do you anticipate?
From what I understand, and I have to check this again, I can still fly
under
under
this
the
time, probably
basic
about
med
30
while that's getting decided in Oklahoma.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Because I'd have the basic med and use that. So it's all weird, but see, like you can't be denied a medical or anything like that before you go basic med. And I've already had this. I'm nearing the end of my second, third class medical. So it's like, you know, I've had it. I'm over 40 now, so now it's like every 2 years. Basic med's 4. And for what I do, I don't need anything more than a third class medical or basic med, so it's
American 1979, turn left heading
but it's
290,
funny, all the hoops you
vectors
gotta
for
jump through and
descent,
think of.
expect the ILS
And I'm still
runway
nervous.
27
I
right
won't
approach.
lie, I'm still a little nervous. It's not that I'm unhealthy.
Alright, turn left 270 for vector.
They deny you once, then you got a big issue, which is why exactly when I did AOPA this time and I renewed it, I got the pilot protection.
American 1979, you can make it a left turn 290,
that's a good thing
290.
to have. Especially for the first medical, if I wanted to get my third class and I have to go through the special issuance, I'd rather have somebody to talk to if I needed them, you know? So, if that makes sense, I think it makes sense. Alright, we're 16 and a half minutes out. We've got to get about another 19 nautical miles in, and then I'll start getting my ATIS there for State College. And it is Class Delta, so we'll be using center like they are the tower, because I think they're right on the edge there of their ATC services. I wouldn't say that. I'd fight it. But if you have AOPA, I think I think it costs $100 extra, but they give you like 20 hours of a lawyer.
United 1185, cross the Briggs intersection at maintain 14,000, the Philadelphia altimeter 3022.
Airman medical examiner. I asked him questions before I had this condition because I knew it was part genetics. I mean, I'm a little bit to blame too. And like he's like, well, let me put it this way. I have a airline pilot who lost a leg to diabetes, had a heart issue that had, surgery for. And I was
American 1185 crossed the Briggs intersection at maintain 14,000, the Philly altimeter 3022, more than 1 hour
A
old.
and B that can vouch for you. And obviously, if you're not safe, you're not safe. But if you are safe and you can
American
prove it, you're gonna be
1185
okay.
crossed the Briggs intersection at maintain 14,000. The Philadelphia altimeter 3022, altimeter is greater than 1 hour
No
old.
rumbling in the pads. I guess I gotta turn it down a little bit, but it's been on for like 2.5 hours. So. But yeah, there are ways. But I would definitely. Well, I mean, from what I've heard from the people, so that's it. It's red tape, and with people like me, I don't think I'm as important as airline pilots. So I think that they wouldn't care as much in a way. I think that might sound paranoid, but we self-regulate ourselves to fly, and I'm not saying that that's the perfect thing to do too, because I'm sure there's people that don't have a medical that are flying out there and hoping that they don't get ramp checked, and they're not flying sport. So, but I try to follow the rules. Obviously, you do too. It's amazing that there's
American 1979, descend and maintain 5,000.
Descend and maintain
that's all I'm saying.
5,000, American 1979.
United 1470, cross Bottles, flight
All right, we got some big hills here. They're
270.
at 2,200 for peak.
Cross
So
Bottles
stay
at
for
flight level
over.
370, United 1470.
State College Regional, where we're going, is out there in the distance.
And United 1470, could just take about 2 minutes.
I wonder if it's just my Wi-Fi.
That's
plug.
approved. Let me know when you're back.
SoCal 1470.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's my
November
Wi-Fi
905
plug.
Delta Foxtrot. Frequency changes approved. Report IFR cancellation on the ground or in the air this
There you
frequency.
go. My Wi-Fi plug.
Okay,
doesn't
frequency
turn off.
change approval. Tell you about IFR cancellation on the ground or in the air. 905 Delta Foxtrot. Thanks.
Very scenic here, huh? First leg. We're gonna make our way out to Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Yeah, I'm glad they did too, and I'm glad they got Mosaic going on. And I'm glad that they have all this evidence that pilots are pretty safe, to be honest with you. And they are, for the most part, trustworthy with what they do. Again, you're not going to hear all those stories. You're going to hear the bad stories if they want to bring something down. I think we do. I think we have a lot of liberties as American pilots. But I think that a lot of American pilots also recognize that. And, typically aren't as dangerous as they could be. So, but again, I'm very interested in that Mosaic rule, because that means, again, I fly probably for the rest of my life as long as I want to, as long as I'm safe. So, and yet before, even without basic med, it'd be all up in the air right now. for me at least. My medical's till April, so. Yeah, well, like I said, a lot of pilots get into investments and stuff like that.
Do barrel rolls and loop-the-loops.
Cyber Whiskey, thanks for following me on Twitch.
We don't do that kind
Appreciate
of
it.
here. Dangerous and irresponsible.
But,
lawsuits. Well, who does?
Flat. I mean, I would worry about just getting the job first. You're young. And then from there, see what you can invest in or what you want to do with your money. Just as a backup, you know? So. But there is a lot, the special issuance is a pain, but they do clear a lot of people as long as you can prove through your records and data that you are safe to fly. So, just saying. Yeah, I wouldn't, it's not an instant fail, it's just they have to look through all your, if you have a medical condition, they have to look at your records, and then there's a certain threshold that they allow. Like the one I have, I already know the threshold, so I'd make it no problem, because I actually try to take care of myself. But,
Southwest 121, New York Center, hello, climb maintain, flight level 200,
typically on a special issuance,
and proceed.
They typically allow you to just keep renewing it after they review it the first time, unless there's a condition that needs to be monitored, and then they'll just make sure you send in the evidence every time you get your medical. But you're not anywhere close to that, so yeah.
United 1475.
Well, they will. You just got to get your medical. They have no say on your medical. To be honest with you, it's you either have your medical or you don't. You know. So that's you and the FAA. So, and I'm not positive on this, obviously not being an airline pilot, but I would think that they'd have some type of protocol saying you have so long to get your medical and you're on, you know, standby or you're not flying. You know, I don't think they're just going to drop you like a hot rock. You know what I'm saying? They got to have some type of procedure, airlines to do that, you know? So like I said, I wouldn't worry about that. I just get the job, enjoy it while you're young, and then plan for the future. That's all. All right, we're in a valley here. We got some mountains up ahead at 2,300 feet.
American 1979, turn right, heading 040, right turn 040, vector should be 10.
Let me show you that.
Turn right 040, American 1979.
Looking pretty good here. Bellefonte, I think it's Bellefonte, is underneath that delta. So we get there. And let's get the ATIS. All right, ATIS 127.65. Let's do column 2 on that.
Kilo Romeo Victor Lima, automated weather observation 1700 Zulu. Wind 231 at 4. Visibility
probably 2-4 then.
Sky condition, few clouds at 9,800 feet. Temperature 6C, dew point 10C, altimeter 3022.
I'm not changing that unless they tell me to. All right, over to guard.
Automated weather observation
Which didn't really work, so.
Wind 238
All
at
right,
5.
let's see if I flip this off and on. We're okay. All right. Whew. Guard.
You're on guard with KGOD.
I'll have Allison announce the descent soon too as well. So. Hey Nick, I never played your sound either. Let me do that. Oh, I typed it in wrong. Sorry. I don't think it'll get that far. You take pretty good care of yourself and stuff like that, you know. And you're living the dream. You get what I'm saying already. That's why I did the private pilot as soon as I could, because I didn't want to be like 60-something and then only be able to fly for a couple of years. So I don't know if I would have done that. I would have probably done sport pilot maybe. But I'm glad I did the private pilot, because you feel, I think, a lot more secure than anything. And I think that the light sports, there's not as many of those to rent, obviously, because most people go for private pilot. But I would like to fly a Skycatcher someday still. Call me crazy. And maybe, even though people call it crap, the Jabiru. So, just to try it. I'm not saying I'd buy one. And I have the Skycatcher on the simulator, so maybe we'll do some sport flying aircraft in the future. But, alright, I'm going to call 10 nautical miles an hour or so. Jabiru is an Australian light sport, and it, they have a Jabiru on the simulator, but the one I'm talking about is the one that can turn into a 4-seater, and they rip out the 2 seats for American sport pilots. So that way it's a 2-seater still, but you could eventually turn it into a 4-seater. So, yeah. Let me see if I can send you a link. I'll see if I can find it. The engine in it is supposedly crap, though. So.
American 1979, fly heading 070, descend and maintain tree 1000.
The one in the simulator you can get is the J230 or something like that.
Flight heading 070,
maybe not. Did they get rid of the 4-seater? Maybe no, the 230. You can get the 170, the Jabiru 170. But this is it right here. I'm going to send you a link in the chat. So it's a light sport, but it's a 4-seater. It's from Australia, but they say that the I think it's a Rutan engine or whatever it is. They say it has issues.
Southwest 121, say present airspeed.
It looked pretty
United
nice.
1470, say present airspeed.
Reliability.
United 1470, Mach 0.66.
All right, there's the airport out there in the distance.
265
So maybe we call them right now. So.
Thank you.
All right, and we're in New York Center. New York Center, Cirrus 0 Echo Foxtrot. We have the ATIS at State College and requesting a full stop.
Roger, number 610 Echo Foxtrot. Field is 12 o'clock and 13 miles. Report the field in sight.
Field is in sight, 0 Echo Foxtrot.
November 0 Echo Foxtrot. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. No traffic observed between you and the University Park Airport.
Roger, going VFR. And thanks a lot for the service tonight. All right, so we're on our own, and we're going to land runway 24. So we're going to go direct into 24. Start at descent.
United 1470, descend and maintain flight level 220.
They had a Skycatcher at Alpha 1 at Plymouth there, but not enough people rented it, and there weren't a lot of sport pilots taking lessons. It's mostly private pilots at Alpha 1, or you know, getting commercial with the multi-engine and stuff like that. So.
American 1979, proceed direct Menji, cross Menji at 3000, cleared ILS 27 right approach.
Get it off autopilot here. Well, we gotta switch to Unicom. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it manual because that messed up over here. Here. Trim it up a little bit. Yep. I trimmed it up a lot because I hit the trim wheel by accident. Hello. Wasn't really calibrated. I'm using the thumb trim now, which is what Cirrus kind of has in real life. Yeah, it's a Jabiru, but the engines aren't reliable from what people say. But they're pretty cool if you're a sport pilot and then you were waiting for Mosaic, because then you can put in the other seats. You get what I'm saying? But I think sport pilot, the Mosaic rules, you still only take 1 passenger. So it doesn't really matter, does it? But you can fly higher weight classes. It's really about all that stuff. So. State College traffic, Cirrus 0 Echo Foxtrot. We're setting up straight in final for runway 24, full stop, State College. Oh, by the way, we are about 8 nautical miles to the northeast, State College. What it might have been. Yeah, well, the sport pilot, you have to do the light sport right now, but that Mosaic rule is going to make it so that you can fly like a 152 if it passes, or even a 172, because it's going to go more by stall speed and stuff like that. But I think you're only allowed 1 extra passenger like a sport pilot if you fly like that, and you only need your driver's license to fly a plane. that'd be your medical issue, your driving license, but it has a lot more restrictions than stuff like that. Yeah, so if that passes, we'll be flying for life as long as you take care of yourself. As long as you have a driver's license. I mean, you might only be able to take one extra passenger, but just saying. I was very excited when they released that. They haven't approved it yet. They just said what they're looking at. So, hey, what's up, He Drippy? How's it going? We're gonna land, finish this first leg, and then I'm gonna try to get ready for the Tri-Town Veterans Day Parade tomorrow that my band's marching in. That's slightly not as kids are getting sick and stuff, so I gotta figure things out. We'll get through it, but it's kind of stressful because there are unintended problems. So exactly, yeah. But I'm just saying that if you become an older man, which we all do, and you still want to fly, it's looking a lot better if they pass that. I don't even know what you did back in the day if you were like 60 and you wanted to become a private pilot to fly for fun and you weren't in the best health. You weren't getting anywhere. But it seems like they're getting a little bit better with welcoming more to the general aviation crowd. You know, I can only imagine. You know, State College traffic, 00 Echo Foxtrot. We're extended final 4 miles out. Runway 24 full stop. State College. Alright, we're gonna slow ourselves down a little more. 119 is flap extension speed. Lose some speed here. Alright, put 50% flaps in now. Feel that rumbling with the butt kick, which is working again. Nice. Angle down a little bit. 109 is the other. Flap extension speeds were pretty good. We are getting kicked around a little bit, as you can see. Oh, I forgot to tell Allison to do descent here. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seat belt is securely fastened, and all carry-on luggage is stowed safely and securely in the aircraft. Thanks.
Alright, just gotta make this landing. Call it a night for now, and hopefully I'll be streaming tomorrow on the second leg at least. And then I'm either gonna finish it tomorrow, because there's 2 more legs to go on this Veteran Day inspired flight to Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Or we're gonna finish it on Sunday, but I want to finish it this weekend. So, and again, it's been a long time since I got the simulator to actually work, so it's working again. Let's just hope it doesn't do anything on this last couple of minutes here. Full flaps. Make sure it's full flaps. Nope, it's not. Now it is. Okay, coming in, should be about 85, so we're getting throttle out. Getting down here, it is very not good on the frames right now. We'll figure it out. Go about 85, kick a little throttle in, and land this thing. So there's some traffic at the terminal. Okay, throttle out. Come on. Here we go. Very good. Very good. Right. Turn off at Alpha 4 here. He didn't want to give me any tower services here, so that's fine. The FBO is right up Delta here, but we'll clean ourselves up. Flaps up. Okay, strobe stay on, everything stays on, so we're good. And the trim thing actually worked, we trim for takeoff, but doesn't seem to be working. Nope, and it never does. All right. So, oh, wrong thing, and this, and I'll show you what I'm looking at for a diagram. All right. State College traffic, Cirrus SR22 Foxtrot taxiing to the FBO via Delta State College. Oh, you got a lot more you're thinking of, right? That's the FBO over there, I believe. It's right near the firehouse. Is it closed? Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, it probably is. I didn't check the chart supplement. Now you're going to make me check the chart supplement. That's probably why. No, they have a marshal. Oh, it says Class D services, other times Class E. Yes, yeah, definitely. Yep, so they're not in real life, real time, they're not. It's Class E. So that makes sense. All right. That's why in real life. And it does happen faster, yeah. All right, I'm going to try to use this marshal over here on my left. So. But thank you for hanging out with me tonight on what seems to be finally a successful stream. Of course, I'm saying that before I park the plane, but it seems like we don't have any problems with the crashing desktops like we did before. So. Alright, follow the marshal. Follow the marshal. And good. Alright, engine off. Here we go. Checklist. Okay, after link flaps up 1,000. Should have turned the P2 heat off. The fuel pump could have come off at that time, but that's okay. I'll do it now. Gas was pretty good. Alright, fuel pump off it is. Avionics switch off. Fuel pump is already off. All lights except for strobe. Mixture cutoff. That was 2 hours and 20 minutes of flying, so that was pretty good. Okay, wait for that to stop. Mags off. Master off. I have to turn this battery off manually. I don't know why it doesn't work. And then strobe's off, and then parking brake. And there we go. And welcome to University Park here in Pennsylvania. So let's get out. Actually, let's take the drone cam. Give me a second. Take a customer and look around. See what aircraft are there at the FBO here. They have a Delta connection flight here. I don't know if that's realistic, but that's what FSLTL wanted. And here's the terminal. Got Delta. United Express, and there's a right pattern for runway 6 there, by the way. We just went direct in. I just hit the space bar and just did that. That was cool. Right, and that looks like Pennsylvania from what I understand it to be. All right, man. Well, see what you can do. You know, you can only do what you can do. I fell asleep with the other one. I fell asleep and woke up at 10 because I've been tired lately. But we're going to leave everyone here from University Park, and we'll pick it up from here on leg 2. Our flight plan to get to Fort Sill, Oklahoma eventually will be this. So we took off from Plymouth, landed at University Park. What's KHAO? I'll get that in a second. That'll be our next destination, which is Butler County Regional. And that is Butler County Regional Hogan Field Airport, and that's in Ohio. So we'll be flying to Ohio on the next leg. And then actually, there's 4 legs that we're going to do. So I got to get on this. So after the parade tomorrow, once I get settled in, maybe get to see my soccer kids, probably not, because I have to skip coaching 5-year-old soccer tomorrow to the parade. But we'll do that. and try to get on the sim. Hopefully, like evening, but not too late, so maybe we can get the flight in before dinner. And we'll pick it up right from University Park. I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. Thank you so much to Heat Drippy. I'm still going to give you a shout out, Heat Drippy. Of course, I just hit the caps key because I'm getting used to this. Thanks to Nick Resla for making the flight interesting, especially at the end. Give you another shout out. Thank you to all that basically followed me on Twitch. Thank you to Cyber Whiskey. And thank you to Has6363. Thank you to Rotary Evening. Thank you to Francesco O'Donnell 12321. And even though it was a spam, thanks to Unethical Poll for following me on Twitch. Appreciate it all. We're up to 518 followers. That's after a long hiatus, so I do appreciate it. Appreciate everyone coming out. Last shout out to Nick Resla. And other than that, we are going to raid someone. So stay tuned. If you're on YouTube, you can get on Twitch too as well. But we're doing multi-streaming again. And again, I just appreciate you coming out. And I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Take off for leg number 2 on our way to Fort Sill. All right, everyone, have a great night. Thanks a lot. I'll find out who we're going to raid in a second. If you're on YouTube, it will just stop on the end screen. So, but feel free to switch over to twitch.tv/EricFlight if you want to raid another channel with us. Peace out. Good night. Eric Fly. Out.